Well, that was
Hey,
necessary.
we've killed civilians before, just saying.
Yeah,
Those
but
were accidental kills.
Yes. Lobbing
The
grenades into mobs of people, accidental.
It's session 5, Psychotronic Hustle, Backdoor Boogie. It's time for the recap.
So I believe last time we went and made our way to, what was it? Someplace to go. Did we drop Obi off first, or did we pick up Obi in that session?
Obi was with you.
Obi was with us.
Okay.
We went off to drop Serene off. She wasn't that good of an air freshener, it turned out.
Yeah, you guys were on the Kill 'Em All Sindoom carrier. We started there.
That's right.
Yep.
We ended up finding out that we had some kind of rutonium or something like. I can't remember the exact name. I think it was rutonium.
Yeah.
But
Rooney.
yeah, it was. That's what was causing the moss stuff to grow on our dash. And
So we took off the dash.
yeah, we pulled the dash off, hucked it out into the middle of the ship, which seemed to distress the maintenance man quite a bit. We then hid the rutonium crystals that we had in our ship's ventilation system to then discover that there were men with scanners and whatnot coming to our ship to find the rutonium. So very hurriedly, Ada went and collected all the crystals and went outside the ship and went to go collect the dash.
Yeah. We don't have crystals, we just have the dash, I swear.
Yeah, after some point we realized, or the guys with scanners were informed that we were part of the, was it Lazarus Project?
Linux project.
Linux Project,
Linux,
that's what it was. Yep, Linux Project. We were then immediately cleared to, we weren't, they just apologized profusely for trying to scan us, and we were like, okay, it's no big deal, And we just kind of went on our merry way, leaving the dash behind because we didn't need no moss growing in our ship.
Yeah.
After that, we went and dropped Obi off at his planet first because, he was on a time-sensitive scale and he wasn't here yet for the session. So we dropped him off with the cryopod to trade for his life-saving upgrades. Yeah. And then went and delivered Serene's body where we met elves and orcs, and it very much distressed Jim.
In an incredibly advanced ship that violates physics.
Yeah. Yep, finished up that whole deal, got paid, went back to go collect Obi. Discovered that the guy running that station, what was his name again?
The Master of Fangs, I believe.
That's right, yep.
Yep. Discovered him, and he was kind of like soft core holding Obi hostage for us to go and collect the skull of the casino owner that we killed.
Yeah.
Which we were inclined to do anyway, so it wasn't like a super tense hostage situation. It was more of just like an implied hostage situation.
He also seemed very interested in the Rooney that we had.
Yes. And we negotiated a possible deal for a ship trade on Runium.
Yeah.
We had yet to iron out the details. We were going to figure that part out after we collected the skull and made our way back and got compensated for that. He also told us he would relieve us of our bounty in UPM, essentially.
Yeah, let's see how much he can relieve us after what we did there.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Well, we were in Sindoom colors when we invaded the
The
science base. So
yeah,
our ship was disguised as Sindoom. Yeah.
Yeah,
big
we have
logos
yet
on
to
it.
hear a news report calling our names out in anger again from the UPM.
Ada doesn't have to worry. She doesn't exist.
We may or may not hear that.
Yep.
But yeah, we ended up getting to that place where we were going to steal the skull back. We borrowed a box truck from the Master of Fangs.
Yep.
Drove our box truck up to the loading dock after convincing the guard to let us through to deliver some cables. And then had 2 dock workers that were about to, discover it and blow our whole sneak-in coup wide open. So when they opened the door, Jim stuffed his revolver in one of their nostrils and convinced them to help us get the skull back.
Yep, I think it was Bert you put the gun into.
Yep.
And his friend Ernie was the other guy.
Later on, they were totally, into helping us. We convinced them that they should come with us on the ship. I think Betty did the, the leader thing?
Yeah.
Henchman
the
thing.
henchkeeper.
Yeah, the henchkeeper thing. So we gained a couple of minions, essentially. Yep, made our way the rest of the way through the building. Obi disabled a whole bunch of robots for us. That was pretty dope. And we flash-naded the fuck out of a bunch of robots.
Yep.
We then got the skull after making a big hole and then made our way the hell out because the authorities were coming.
They kind of knew we were there after we blew a fucking hole in the building.
Yeah, a little bit. Discovered our 2 new friends are terrible at climbing ropes.
Yep. Yeah, they hit the deck.
Yeah. We patched them up enough to get them back in the box truck and onto the ship, though. On the way back to the ship, we got attempted to get hacked, so we had to 2-man Jimmy that to stop the hack and maintain control of the vehicle.
Yeah, thankfully you were there.
Yeah, you were driving real well. We're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ada was driving and then Jim assisted by also pulling on the wheel.
I was driving and then Jim was wrapped around my head on the other side, pulling on the wheel.
Yeah.
like a Jim scarf.
Yeah, and Obi stopped the hack. Then we got to our ship and made a expeditious retreat, which also attempted to be hacked, which Obi thwarted.
Obi's baller when it comes to anti-hacking shit.
Yes. And then we discovered that we make a very effective ship combat team. As we proceeded to shoot our way through the ships coming after us and the defenses in place.
2 free merchant mercenary ships
and
1
boat.
UPM patrol boat.
Which also had some kind of ambassador on board, so
yeah,
there may be severe political implications involved with our escape.
As if there weren't enough by Sindoom coming onto a UPM planet and blowing their way through it.
Yes.
So yeah, the authorities did eventually catch up with us, but we blew them out of the sky.
Yeah, we just annihilated the mercenaries and the
It did try to retreat.
Yeah, we didn't let him get away. We could have let him get away and not blown up an ambassador on.
You see, that's not very Klingon, though, if we let them retreat. There's no honor in retreating.
Most people don't give him some dignity.
Jim is actually a Klingon. Those who don't know. I'm pretty certain now.
And then Betty, coming off her high, ended up taking Bert and Ernie into the bedroom chambers and
for some good old shagging.
A bit of a rough and tumble.
Betty, not for nothing, but what are these whips for?
Yeah, so you guys are have entered the Golden System you guys are now in Sindoom, making your way down to the Nameless Burrow as you got the clearance codes from Master of Fangs.
Yep.
You do not land at the same isolated dock. There's a different dock in a different area that they have you kind of land at. There's no walls around it. There's just one guy just kind of directing you to where to land.
Yeah. Jim's gonna remark to everybody, well, this seems a lot more warm of a welcome, it don't feel so hostile and mean so more.
Yeah, there's only 1 gun on us.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's definitely an
so
improvement.
The ship lands and you guys open the the ramp out, assume, start walking out. That that older guy Argon, who like hugged Obi that time that he, when he showed up. He comes walking up and he starts examining the ship and looking over it, and then he takes off like a tool or something. It pops like some kind of magnetized beacon. Pops it off your ship.
What the hell is that?
He said, he's like, this is you don't know what this is?
It's those bloody coppers.
I don't know. What is it?
This is called success. Outstanding.
Oh.
That means they tracked your ship back here.
They tracked us back to Sindoom, and they wanted this to look like a Sindoom attack.
Isn't that a bad thing?
It's exactly what they wanted. Why else would they have us trust as Sindoom?
Oh, I see. So they wanted it to trace back to the planet, not necessarily, this here station. I got it.
Correct, yeah.
Exactly.
And he just, he said, Sindoom has electromagnetic ECM stuff they use, so they would have fried it, but it would have, it's probably fried, but it would have traced you back there.
All right, so they just seen we were heading back to Sindoom. I see.
Yeah, as soon as you got into the system.
Breadcrumb trail now. I missed a few, but we're on it. We are on it now.
Yeah, so he pockets that, and leads you guys. So is everybody getting off the ship?
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie and everybody, and
yeah,
Well,
I'd drag him out.
Bert and Ernie, or at least Big Montana, would stay on the ship probably. I
okay.
would think.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as you got some like steps to walk down from this dock, and goes up to a panel, he starts messing with some stuff, and the whole thing starts to lower down, and then like a top covers over, so it's now hidden. The ship is not obvious.
And then the trash compactor sound. Crunch.
Oh, hey, we better not forget that there skull. Anybody got that in there, handy?
Right here.
There we go.
And I also have the 3 black crystals in my back pocket.
Okay. So you walk up again. You notice the big green tree is obvious there. They're still working on the outside of the building. As you show up, a couple of the people just give you a couple claps. There's a lot of smiles as you enter the building. People seem to be in a really good mood. You see somebody walk around with a tray of like drinks and starts handing drinks out to everybody inside.
Oh my.
The Master of Fangs has got his door open. He says, come in.
God damn, it's nice to be welcomed as, people doing the right thing for once. Usually everybody hates us after we do something.
Well, unlike the UPM, these people are reasonable.
Well, we also rescued these 2 people,
Yep. Got them out of lap of shit with fucking robots.
So Master of Fangs walks over to the wall, and he like turns. It looks like he's got like a safe or something. He opens it up, pulls out a bottle. It's like some vintage something. It's like Chalice 51, it says on it or something. And he pops the cork and starts pouring it out for you guys. Our celebration will begin. The revolution is about to commence.
Oh wait, nobody said anything about revolution. What's this old thing about? I might have missed a few more breadcrumbs.
Yeah, I might Peg Leg isn't very criminally inclined.
And that's when Argon comes in and puts the beacon on and sets the beacon on his desk, and he looks at it. Icing on the turnip? No, cake, right, yes. Excellent. And he just takes it.
That's usually what you put icing on, that and donuts.
Just kind of throws it into the corner.
I have absolutely no idea where a cake is.
We got their robot head too. We were successful in that as well.
Oh, I figured you were. And there's a big piece of metal sticking in it. Didn't expect it to be this damaged, but we'll get enough information off of it. So, you've brought back what I needed, my end of the bargain. So, For the crystals, the head, there's a shell of a bulk freighter. If you wish to have it, you can. And your names are now cleared with UPM.
Well, that's a pretty handy deal.
It looks like you're going to need some warriors by the sounds of it. What's going on around here now?
Well, by all accounts, I would assume that UPM and Sindoom would end up in a conflict.
Which side would you be siding on in that conflict?
The side that gives us liberation.
Ah, I see. So you're going to try and leverage Sindoom to, like, reduce their restrictions and whatnot, and then if they say no, you go with UPM to get your freedoms and whatnot. I see.
Yeah, you just needed a couple drinks in you, Jim. Now you're tracking.
Yep. Now I'm firing on all cylinders. We only had about 4 earlier. Now we're working with 6.
I thought you said you had 7 that function still.
I don't know. That might have been yesterday.
You lost count.
There is just one problem, and that's based on what I've seen, UPM seems rather pathetic in comparison to Sindoom. Militarily, at least.
Yeah, militarily, we've been blowing through their shit like the last couple of days.
There is that problem, yes.
I did hear reports. Some ships were destroyed.
It was self-defense.
I would say your best bet would probably be, getting Sindoom to, loosen up a bit. They also seem like less assholes. Every time we do something over in the UPM, we get branded as terrorists.
Couldn't possibly imagine why.
Yeah, I don't know. We were just trying to be reasonable bounty hunters, and then, a man tried to, collect on us, and we killed him.
It does happen that way. Quite a lot.
So
Yeah.
there's you guys are having this conversation, and a man steps in. Just a human. He appears in. He's like, "Sir, your message has been sent." He's like, "Very good. You should be cleared any moment now.
Well, sweet.
Do you have the crystals?"
Yeah.
We do.
Let's go take a gander at their shell you were talking about, and then we can hand you the crystals. That sounds like a
Okay.
good old deal to me.
We shall bring this drink with us too.
Hell yeah. I was gonna. He's like already got his class.
Yeah. So, like one of his henchmen kind of like grab the bottle, and 2 others are like armed. They wear plain like coats and stuff, but they just carry weapons. There's no like body armor or anything. They bring you like 3 blocks away to like a warehouse. You can smell the smelting plants, and you see the smoke. And you crop past like what used to be, it looks like maybe it was a park at one time, but everything like is dead. Like even like the trees. What it looks like there may have been trees, but they just look like they're just all black, and it looks like if you were to touch them, they would just disintegrate. And he leads you into like this warehouse where there is a shell of this bulk freighter. It's got some rust. It's a little bit got some age, but it's pretty decent.
Right. So it's in like a mooring type dock then, because they're not able to like hold their own weight on planet.
What do you mean?
Cruiser-sized ships and higher can't actually enter atmosphere.
Well, they can enter atmosphere, but they can't land.
They can't land there. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
They'll crush themselves because structurally they can't handle the weight.
Yes.
It's kind of like a boat out of water, like a big ass
Okay.
boat out of water.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
capsize due to their own weight.
So it's just being held there in place by giants.
Yeah, it's pretty much
claw
just in
things.
like a dock type deal then.
Okay. It's just like in dry dock.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So in a huge warehouse. Okay. Yeah.
Oh well. Let's go with that.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Let me go up in there and take a look and see how them engines look, and we'll probably make a deal.
Okay.
So yeah, Jim's gonna mosey on inside and try and find the engine room and the, like the main crew deck. Take a look, see if he can get her jump started up real quick. Make sure everything's in working order.
Yeah, you could fire it up. It's certainly not at full power, but it will start up, and some of the panels and stuff come on. It smokes in a couple places it probably shouldn't. It sparks a little bit, makes a weird clunking noise. It eventually goes away. It just needs to be tuned up,
Yeah, she probably just needs a little oil.
You look at the shifter and it's just shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Jim will
nothing
shut
that
her
they.
back down.
Yeah, that's nothing that that Jim and the Jawas can't fix on our planet. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I reckon we can fix her up. I also got a plan too to get us off underneath that loan we got with Big Montana. What do y'all think about going in 50-50 on him with this ship, so he has a partial ownership in the ability for us to have our current ship free and clear, and then Big Montana's got to have partnership in this ship here. So when we want to do regular ship things, we can fly around in our regular ship, and then when we need to fly the big ship and haul massive amounts of stuff, we just give Big Montana a ring to bring her on over.
For regular ship things, we'll use the other ship. For irregular ship things, we'll use this ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Complete sense.
Yeah.
Ada has no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but she's going with it.
I think Big Montana jump on that deal. That's a sizable chunk of equity right there.
True.
Yeah, sounds good to me, mate.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and pay the man.
Here's 1 crystal.
Oh,
Here's 2 crystals. Here's 3 crystals.
All right.
Like, I didn't have any crystals, so I had to go with what was next to me.
So yeah, he looks at them and examines them, and you can see that he gives this toothy grin. He's very happy to have these.
These look like 30-round M4 magazines, which I leased in California. You definitely don't have those, right? No, of course not. Why would you possibly think that?
So what would your plan be now? Is going to work on this ship to try to get it ready, or?
Yeah,
we
Jim
have to
would
get
definitely.
this so it can lift off, and then one of us can fly the other ship back, and then we actually have to have a small crew to fly this one back to the Iron Skirts.
well, I think I have an idea how to get this out of atmosphere. You just attach a bunch of rocket launchers to the sides, and we'll just get it out of here. That'll work, right?
We
I
could
think
probably use our current ship to help tow it up into upper atmosphere and out into space.
I think it has
Yeah,
the
okay, that's a
capability of
better
leaving
idea.
atmosphere.
Yeah, I think with combined assistance of getting this ship running and flying, then because you said it's at lower power right now, it's not running on all 8 basically.
Right.
Yeah, so if we assist it up into space with our ship, we should be able to get it up to the Iron Skirt where Big Montana can get some assets in play.
Yeah.
How are we going to jump? Because we need to jump to get to anywhere.
Well, this
In
ship
that big
should have
bitch.
a drive in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
both ships should be able to make the jump.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, she got a hyperdrive or spike drive fuel in her? You know if there was any in the tank?
No, I can provide you with some.
That'd be most appreciated.
Need
And-
some of that borax.
We kind of liked that box truck. That thing was real handy. You think we could hold on to that?
He looks down at the crystal. It's yours.
Well, thank you kindly.
Oh, also, here's the Sindoom jumpsuits you let us use. One of them has a hole in it.
Yeah, she got shot.
It was one little shot. It's not that big a deal.
You can keep them if you wish.
It
Okay.
might be handy. We might need to impersonate some more.
Yeah, if we get on the wrong side of Sindoom.
Hey, do you think I could get a hold of you got a scrapyard here. You got any 4-wheel drives laying about?
We have vehicles if you need to use one.
Well, I mean, I need to dismantle one. I need some parts. Can I throw you 100 credits? Just scrap one?
100 credits? Sure.
Yeah. Some old junker. You know, can have bad tires. You can have whatever. I just need like 8 parts and a whole lot of sheet metal, which that thing should have.
How about some weapons from the armory?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Remember, they don't work very well with credits around here.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
Like
yeah.
A nudge. Yeah.
Yeah. How many shotguns you need for that?
Oh, 4 or 5.
Oh, done deal. Not a problem. We'll go and get them unloaded.
Welcome to Jim's Emporium. We use shotguns as currency in this world.
So as you guys having this discussion and checking out the bulk freighter, one of his henchmen comes over as he's examining the crystal and hands him like a pad. And oh, we should take a listen. Lazan, the truth you can handle. This is a Lazan update. B-rated horror and sci-fi movie star Carries has died in the attack on Jukarata. Stars of such film as The Phantasm of the Opal and Tentacle of Seville became cult classics. One of her co-stars, Gabriel Fulton, expressed sincere regret at the news. It was once believed that Carries was involved at the bombing at the nightclub in Jukarata, but has been later learned that it was done by those associated with the notorious terrorist Hull Thelan. Carries and her associates have been cleared of any and all charges regarding this incident. It has now been learned that Carries was at the nightclub planning her theatrical comeback in the movie Theodore Angel's Tentacle Tris, directed by Pegleg Jim. Co-star Betty Boom Boom offered this eulogy.
To Kaza, I'm gonna miss that giant spunk, that 6'8" giant spunk. Kaza could come up with the most beaut plans. I remember when we were on Darmosh Planet fighting with UPM, Kaza was like, "Oi, mate, why don't we shoot that building?" Because like the great big galar I was, I kept shooting those tiny pelican people. We flattened that mob in shoot through time. Some bloody good oil on that chook. Kaza could fly like no one else. That little ripper could figure out the controls on any ship. Though, the greatest thing Kaz ever did was save us. That fair dinkum, true blue ochre, took on that deep-fried robot head-on, sacrificing themselves for us, just like the diggers did back on Night Sweats. That grenade, mate, a bloody beauty. Never gonna forget that big bastard. And even though it's gonna be a dead set impossible to collect that corpse, well, what was left of it, I won't forget those silver freckles and light blue eyes, which I'm pretty sure could give a stiffy to a legless root rat. But times are gonna be tough. We might be a bit devo, because Kaza was a fair dinkum legend.
Lazan, the truth you can handle. All right, and he plays that. You've been cleared.
They don't know about our new atrocities yet. We're good.
Hell yeah. Good to have that mess off our shoulders. That was one nasty sumbitch. You know, people need to watch out and hide behind things when they start blowing up. That's just common sense.
Yeah. That was a sad day.
Yep.
Yep. And Obi became a robot.
Yep. Poor Obi had to turn into a robot.
All right, so you're going to trade him some shotguns.
Yep. Yeah, we'll subtract the price of 4 shotguns from the $400,000 worth of armory we got.
Yep, and he will provide you with some kind of vehicle that you can dismantle.
Yeah.
And just like Uncle from the Jackie Chan Adventures, one more thing. Do you happen to have any clothing that isn't with Sindoom labels on it?
Yes.
Yes. Could I get some, please?
Yes, I can. I will provide that.
Thank you.
You need yourself a trucker hat.
That's it. Combat uniform and trucker hat. That's how I'm going around now.
Yep.
We ought to get custom hats made. Yep. Like, we just need Backdoor Boogie Incorporated right on the front. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could get that stamped on my butt.
Tramp stamp Backdoor Boogie. Every company you've ever worked for is just being tramp stamped. I have real brand loyalty to my employers.
We'll get some stickers. We'll be fine.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you're getting some new clothes.
I have clothes now.
And Betty, what are you gonna do?
I'd probably just help unload whatever we need off the ship into the new one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jim will need some heavy leg work done.
Yeah.
Because Jim's not
if we're like
strong.
pushing a fucking truck around to a scrap truck.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, just lift up that fender a little bit.
Okay. And what's the plan to after you get all this done?
Probably take the bulk freighter on our other ship to the Iron Skirt so we can leave the bulk freighter there for now.
Yeah, with Big Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way Big Montana's got a way to get around, and he can basically what the trade deal we're looking to do with Big Montana is he's got a 50% share in the ship, in exchange for us having a clear title on our ship, because that ship costs way more than our ship.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And
okay.
So he'll actually gain some equity in that way. And then I would assume Big Montana would just be operating it as, a bulk freighter with a crew. And then whenever we need uses of a bulk freighter, we just ring up Big Montana and be like, hey, we got heaps of shit we need to move. Would you mind stopping on over?
Question. Would it be possible to talk to the Master of Fangs and see if he has any information on just basic shipments of military equipment moving about or places where it might be acquired through questionable means?
Yeah, I mean, what are you looking for specifically? You looking to score some weapons somewhere?
Arms, yeah, huge shipments of arms, huge shipments of armor, pretty much anything I can get. I need a lot of stuff to send home.
Looking for some power armor. How about that?
Yeah, we are looking for power armor as well. Power armor, mag rifles, laser rifles, combat uniforms, BDSM uniforms, knives, flashbang grenades, rocket launchers.
Yeah.
Things to free Ada's people.
Yeah, things to free my people.
Freedom devices, that's what we need.
We need America. We're looking for a shipment of America. Are there any planets with oil on them we can go to?
You got oil? We'll be right there.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better if it's in an abandoned base, but if it's on a ship, we can probably go ahead and raid a massive transport ship or something like that as well, easy enough.
Mm.
I think we've proven we can destroy ships quite simply.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to destroy it if we want to repurpose it.
Which is why we need the boarding thing.
Yeah, boarding tube.
True.
Yeah. The umbilical cord.
He says that Lusamine, there's a weapons depot that Sindoom keeps on the planet.
Lusamine.
What system is that in?
Drift.
In the drift system.
Yeah, the Tokyo drift system.
Okay.
So if we go to Tokyo, we can find. And one thing we also might want to consider, our group especially, is Ada wouldn't know this, but Jim and Betty and Obi would, which is we still have the planet on Coloron, which we might want to investigate, seeing what we can do there as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're headed back to the Iron Skirt anyways to refit and,
get what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jim's going to saunter on up to Big Montana. Hey, Big Montana, I got some great news. So,
we recently acquired a bulk
A
freighter.
case of space chips.
Well, I mean, there's probably some in the back somewhere in the ship, but we got some even better news. We recently acquired a bulk freighter.
What's the catch?
Well, I mean, we have it free and clear. She's a little rusty and rough around the edges, but she runs and moves. She needs a crew and some upgrades done to her. I was thinking about it. We owe you some money on this ship still, the smaller one. I was thinking, how about we get off underneath that loan on the ship that we're currently operating, and you go in on that bulk freighter as a 50% owner. That increases your equity by quite a fuck ton.
I do. Unfortunately, I do look forward to those monthly payments you make me, Jim. So, and I don't mind being up underneath. Well, no, how's that phrased? Anyway, yeah, we might be able to work something out. So you want me to take the ship and then fix her up like?
Yeah, basically she's yours in essence. And you crew her, whatever, however you want to run business on her. And then anytime we just need something heavy, some heavy lifting done, we just give you a ring and you saunter on over when you're convenient. And yeah.
I could lend you a couple to your crew as well. What do you think about that, Bert and Ernie?
Yeah, you work for Big Montana. He's a great
Whatever
guy.
you say.
He pays well.
He wants your 270.
Well, sure. I think I can get her fixed up. We'll be in communique.
Yeah, we even got a base of operations for you to run out of. We got this here station out and on the edge of a system over here called the Iron Skirt.
Where's
be a good
it at?
stopping point for you.
It's in the business system around Coloron.
Yep.
Wow, you're picking up their maps real quick, ain't you, Ada?
Well, I've been staring at one for the past few hours. I was in the med bay, if you remember the shot, the laser that went through. No.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I forgot about that. How's your kidney? It looked like it went through.
I think it cauterized when the laser burnt it, so I didn't bleed out or anything. I should be fine.
Yeah, you don't need it. If you got enough adrenaline back there, you'll be fine.
Thus begins Ada's crippling cocaine addiction.
But yeah, Montana, I figured that'd be a good deal. I think I wanted to include you on that because that's kind of an upgrade in equity for you,
Yeah, I'll probably take that out to the shoal system first. I know some fellas out there work on it.
Right.
And then come back by your business system and then, make a pass through.
Yep. Hell yeah, I like this here business arrangement, You get to make lots of money, we get to make lots of money. It works out pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Hell yeah. You done got fuck, this ship's probably worth a good, 5 times what ours is?
Based on current market values, it would be almost 10 times the base value of our vessel.
God damn. Even with your 50% ownership, you just made 5 times your money. God damn, you won the lottery today, and we did too.
Well, of course, there'll be some paperwork and such we'll have to sign.
Yeah, we'll have to write up some business agreements.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Obi's real good at that paperwork stuff. We might have to have him hash something out for us.
Yeah, he's in dispose right now, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he's still getting used to that new robot body.
He's getting all fixed up and such.
He's getting an oil bath.
I thought you might have been feeding him some of that moonshine,
No, that's good for the soul. That's healing juice right there.
Yeah.
Jim's going to pull a flask out and take a tug.
As Obi walks around.
Juice.
Obi walks around 4 sheets to the wind.
Oh, hell yeah, goddammit. We'll help you get her up into orbit, too.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do a tow or something like, right?
Yep. We'll get some tow straps out, and we'll hook her on to, our ship, and we'll get her up in there. Hell
Let's
yeah.
get some chains and we put them on the Now remember to step on the brakes when we stop so you don't hit us.
Boom.
So who's going to be flying that up there?
Jim, would you like me to?
I mean, either way.
Yeah, I can. I'll fly the bulk ship for you.
It currently has no weapon systems.
Right.
It doesn't need. We have the 88.
Yeah. Well, I assume since Big Montana's going to be crewing it and whatnot, he'll get her rigged up a little bit and conduct his business that way.
Yeah, he can go ahead and get 2 88s on it as well.
Right. It's got the room for him.
So Big Montana, Bert and Ernie,
and Ada will fly for now.
Ada's going to be the pilot.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so it basically needs, I think, 10 to fly, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But you guys are towing it, so it's just, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see how well this ship works.
So this is day 400, and what that means to you guys is tomorrow is the next year.
Ooh.
So it's 273. So things are starting to wind down here. People are heading back to their homes to, have drinks to enjoy the New Year's Eve. The Master of Fangs is in a very good, as you have seen and heard from some of the people who work for him, and they say, like, he is in a really good mood as he is, like, giving you more drinks, and there's food, and there's a very festive atmosphere here at the main building.
Is this the system which is going through New Year's, or all the systems going through New Year's?
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Oh, it's like a galaxy-wide New Year's.
Other than the fact that Ada's on this ship, would she know this is Sector New Year's?
Yeah, you would know that.
She'd be familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to ask.
No, that's a fair enough question.
Well, we're kind of having I would assume that at some point we have a little mini party with the Master of Fangs.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, I think this is a great start to New Year's. Mr. Fangs.
It will be, Jim.
Yeah, I'm liking this whole business arrangement and partnership deal we got going on. You got any more work? Just give us a holler.
Well, I'm sure there'll be more work coming. I'm sure there will be. And he's like, oh, look, we have a news report.
Blazon, the truth you can handle. Somene Indolus, day 400, 272. Herd system, Jukarata. Successful coordination between UPM deputized mercenaries and Jukarata police have stopped a child abduction ring. Members associated with the fringe psychic group Diamond Quartz were eliminated in the operation. The children have been placed in UPM custody for traumatic and emotional counseling. Zeal system, Sirach. 5 bodies were found, apparently spaced from a nearby space station. Concord 9, once thought to be an abandoned ruin, was being used by a group calling itself the Eclipsing Mind. It was conducting illegal experiments on Sindoom's behalf in UPM territory. The revelation came as a result of a distress call from a UPM patrol boat that was being attacked by the Yellow Lens. The pirates also appear to have ransacked the space station. Sindoom has denied any knowledge of Concord 9 or the Eclipsing Mind. Herd system, NER. 2 deputized mercenary ships and 1 UPM patrol boat were destroyed by the free merchant vessel with the call sign Jive Turkey. The Church of Atlas reports dozens of droids suffered physical and psychological damage from the raid. The ship's crew stole vital life-sustaining materials from Castle Ventures, a robot-human co-op that provides vital services to destitute populations. 2 humanoids are missing in the attack and presumed to have been involved. The ship was traced back to the Golden System in Sindoom. UPM is waiting for Sindoom's explanation. The Church of Atlas has asked for guidance from a higher circuit. Cluster system, Astra. Outgoing ICAAOS President Quarta Adana has asked all sides to de-escalate the situation. She did say that Ambassador Gorion from Thurian was killed in the attack on Nur. With only a few days until the ICAAOS Conference 273, the president is determined to keep the peace. She said that the sector war will set everyone back to the early years of the Scream Skip. She also said that UPM and Sindoom representatives have unofficially agreed to let ICAAOS mediate their dispute. Lazan, the truth you can handle.
Did she say the ambassador from Thurion?
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
Mr. Fang says, "I'll drink to that." And he starts chugging from the bottle.
Yeah, it looks like the pot's done been stirred real good.
Well, we certainly got their attention. When we get back to the Iron Skirt, you're going to have to make your ship look like the old one again.
Yeah, we'll have to change her up a bit, get that there hull tag stripped off her and change back to the Big Bertha.
Yep, that's for sure.
So, what are the ICAA in all of this? Are they another faction? Are they fighting with Sindoom as well?
I think they're trying to keep the peace.
The ICAA is the giant thing of scientists that's kind of like the Pilots Federation and Elite Dangerous. They're
like the overarching.
Yeah, they're the overarching scientific group that oversees much of the galaxy. It's like the UN. It's pretty useless, but everyone goes ahead and pretends like they care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no need to worry about them then.
Yeah, it's not a big concern. Unless they write a strongly worded letter. Or send peacekeeping forces to sexually abuse the local population.
Well.
Yeah, I got thinking, what the hell are we going to call this here bulk freighter?
Billy.
Giant chicken.
I'm liking the animal name part.
What about Big Bird?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah?
The overloaded billy goat.
All right. Yeah.
I've always found it's difficult to overload a billy goat, but I guess it's possible with something this big.
Yep, she gets about anywhere and can move about anything.
I'm just waiting for Peter to go ahead and start saying, okay, roll your physical checks to see if you're still sober.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, how much have you had to drink?
Oh, Jim's definitely inebriated.
Okay.
Yeah, it is definitely drinking.
Jim, I'll drink to that name. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Right purty one.
I'll put that right on the side. I'll make sure they up nice like so you can read it.
Yep.
With little spotlights that shine on it. Make it look nice.
Hell yeah. Well, Happy New Year's, everybody.
So yeah, it gets close to the time, the arbitrary time that the ICAAOS is called New Year's, and everybody sends out a cheer as there's like some sort of like countdown. You can hear popping noises and everything, and then they continue. There's more popping noises, and then somebody comes in and whispers to the Master of Fangs, and he's like puts down his bottle, and he was like. Kind of a annoyed look, and he just kind of walks out of the room.
What would that whole deal about?
Oh, I don't know. He's a big shot. Always things going on. When you're a big shot, everybody's bothering you.
Yeah. I suppose that's how it goes.
There you go.
Then you hear this like roaring noise like go by the building, like something has flown by, like
Gonna drive by, yeah.
And you can feel like the building kind of like shake a little bit. There's more popping noises.
I think
sounds strange.
I'm getting a hankering. Something's fucky.
Yeah, something's weird.
Yeah, let's meander our way up over to the ships.
Oh, and Ada's out of her combat uniform and wearing whatever she was given. So I don't have that AC bonus right now.
Jim's always wearing the armored vac suit.
Yeah, just be wearing the armored undersuit.
Jim's armored vac suit just smells at the moment.
Yeah.
Reeks of corn whiskey.
Yeah, you're in a velvet tracksuit.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh my,
Nice.
velvet tracksuit. Well, if I wasn't ready to go to fucking if I didn't look Russian already, now I certainly do.
Hey, you look right spiffy there, Ada.
Well, thank you. Well, let's see what this is first. I don't trust this fucking thing.
You gotta get on the bulk freighter. Hey, Montana, make sure you get on the bulk freighter with Ada.
All
Is it
right.
one of
Well, we gonna leave now?
I mean, something's fucky. Let's just make sure everything's
It's
all
New
right.
Year's. It's always funky. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's something don't seem right. Why'd the building shake and hear a big old roaring of ship flying by?
Because it ain't well made or something? I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
it was
know.
just
Flying too
a,
close?
A celebratory drive-by. Maybe that's all
Yeah.
it was.
No. I might just be drunk, but I don't know. It might be worth checking out.
A celebratory drive-by shooting.
That's right.
So
Happy New Year. Pow, pow, pow.
Happy Compton.
So there's a decent. So you step out of his office, and there's a decent crowd in this, this big main area. He is talking to like two other people, with the bottle in his hand, and he's just kind of like looks real annoyed that they're like bothering him right at this time. Like, why are you bringing me this news? I'm like partying. Everybody's kind of huddled and talking. They just seem to be passed out or just don't care. Again, you hear more popping noises. Something flies by again, but it's not as close this time. You head out and just step out into the night air, and you can see like lights, things flying, and something. You see, watch the lights as it comes around, and it's like flying close and starts heading your direction. There's a person running, and as they're running, they're just yelling, and you can see they're covered in blood. They're like, "Get inside! Run! Run!"
I pull out my rifle. How far off is this thing?
Object.
It's probably like 150 meters away.
Oh, easy shot. I'm firing at it with one of my AP bullets.
Okay.
Jim's ducking behind the nearest piece of cover.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me, Ada. Give me a shot.
That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And then I negate 5 of the armor of the vehicle.
Okay.
And it's 2d8 plus 2, so that is 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 15 damage total to it.
Okay. So you see Ada pull up with her
No, bolt action.
rifle. Boom! Fires. You see this thing, it's coming into view. It's like some kind of drone. It hits and kind of starts to spin, and then it redirects itself. And then you see something drop from it and hit the ground and just go whoosh. So everybody give me evasion roll.
Ooh.
Damn. That's 2d6s, isn't it?
That's D20.
Oh, no, it's a
That's a
2d20,
D20.
and it's against our thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a.
Just
16.
make it.
Yeah.
You have 16 minus your level, so it'll be a minimum of 14. And
It was
then
evasion?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. I got the number.
All right, good.
14.
Me too. I got 13.
I got a
Yeah.
16.
Okay. So, so if you made the save, you
So-
take 6 damage. If you
Ooh.
failed, you
Ooh,
take
ow.
13.
Ow. That's not terrible.
I would
either.
say, Jim, you would get a plus because you were in cover. You said you were in cover. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made the save it.
Okay.
Anyways, but
is
yeah.
Ada down or is she still up?
she's still good. She made the save just barely.
Okay, everybody made the save. Yeah, because it's some kind of incinerary. It just hits the ground and like streaks of fire. You guys move out of the way, and that fireball just takes that guy, whoever was running, he's just gone. There's nothing left of him. Huge streaks of fire. Shit is burning now.
Mr. Fangs, it's time to duck and cover and get the fuck out of Dodge.
I reach down to my, I don't know, am I wearing boots with this thing or tennis shoes or what?
You tell me. You can wear,
I don't have a fucking clue. It's a tracksuit. Okay, I'll take my bayonet out of my tennis shoe, put it on the rifle so it's more accurate, because that's how it works, and fire another shot at this damn thing.
All right.
Jim's trying to get Montana and our people headed towards the ships.
Yeah, Betty would run inside and be like, "Oi, everyone get out of here. There's shit going on."
Time to upgrade again, Peter.
Oh, you rolled another nat 20?
Nat 20. That's what I needed here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Do we confirm in this game? I don't remember.
You roll a D100.
Okay, I didn't remember if we confirmed nat 20s, but that's Mike's game. I'm in too many games. That's a 90. How do I read this fucking dice? 90 and a 0. So that's
90.
90.
That would be a. No, that's actually 100 on a. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's 90
0,
plus
0,
the
0 was 100.
No, 0, 0 is a. The way it works is if you get 2 zeros, that's a 0, and then you can roll a 1 through 10. Because this is the 10 digit, and this is the 100, the 10s.
So it's 100?
That'd be 100, yeah. Shit.
So describe how you destroy this drone.
Cock back the bolt, take aim, the bayonet glows this red and purple color, and then around it, this little archaic symbols appear around the barrel of the gun, and then this bullet just flies out right at the thing, blowing it apart.
Pieces of it fly everywhere. You can see other lights of similar drones flying around. One flies near the walled city, and you can see it strafe the walled city and like fire on it, and just like with some kind of weapon. And people are starting to run everywhere. People are boarding up windows, like they're putting down like these metal, like the rolling. They roll up, so they're putting down all
shutters.
These things. Yeah, like shutters. The Master of Fangs is like, "Go ahead." He's like, "You can stay here or take cover," and he starts boarding up his building.
I think we're about to get the fuck out of Dodge, Mr. Fangs.
I think it's time for us to leave.
All right.
And he's like, "The revolution started."
Yeah, it looks like UPM's trying to fuck us up.
He's like, "Nope, that's Sindoom."
That makes even more sense.
Oh shit.
I start running towards the bulk freighter. How far is the bulk freighter and our ship from us?
Your ship, the main ship, is probably like a block away.
Okay.
The bulk freighter is like 2.5 blocks away.
Okay, I start running for the bulk freighter. That's where I need to go.
All right, so you and Bert and Ernie and Big Montana start heading one way. All right.
Yeah. Jim and Betty head to the Big Bertha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Get the chains ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty, you might have to do some kind of like, fancy hangle dangling to get them all hooked up in a jiffy. I'll keep her steady for you.
Yeah, I definitely know how to do that. We'll do it.
All right, so give me, let's see.
Run rolls.
So it would be, I think, exert. So Betty and Jim, give me an exert roll.
I have a -2. That's 5.
2 successes.
Remember, you can re-roll one failed skill check as a specialist, and you have hustle points.
I got an
He's
8.
a cripple, though. It's not going to get much better.
Plus one on my exerts.
Okay, so Betty, are you tossed?
So,
You hammered?
I'm hammered. No, I'm. Oh, actually, yeah. If it's New Year's, I'd be getting shit faced. Yeah.
So you're like, oh, this feels good. I can run. And Jim is kind of like staggering. He's kind of wandering in the wrong direction. Like, hey, isn't the ship over here somewhere?
I don't think this was the way.
Just follow the bloody oil trail from the bloody car. Get in here.
This is not the way. Do you know the way?
Yeah.
I can imagine there's like
definitely a side.
just a big track of oil from when we pushed the car
Oh,
towards
yeah,
the frame.
yeah.
Yeah. Pegleg's like looking over in the distance.
So Argon runs out and grabs you, Jim, and starts to assist you to where you need to go.
Oh, thank you kindly. It's awful nice of you help cripple like me.
And he's like, oh man, what have you been drinking?
This, you want some? He just holds out his flask as they're running.
Ada, go ahead and give me an exert roll.
Okay. Something I'm not completely shit at. 8, 9, 10 it would be.
Yeah. No issues. You're running. You guys can see that there are these drones, and they're just flying erratically. There's no pattern to any of them. It's not like in a formation. You see almost two collide. They're shooting, and they're hitting the walled city. They come down. One scoots right over your head, Ada, and goes like right into the town, like firing at buildings, and then swoops back up again.
I'm shooting it. It's within
Okay.
200 meters of me. It's getting shot.
Okay, go ahead and fire.
Okay. 15.
That's a hit.
I hate drones. My father was killed by a drone.
Oh,
No, it wasn't. He's still alive, I think. 15 damage again.
Okay. Yeah, you could nail this thing as it like swerves near the buildings. It goes like straight into the air.
Yep, I'm backpedaling. Just keep going.
Okay, so Argon heads over where you two guys are, and he goes up to the panel to like release the ship because it's still being kept underneath. You see another like drone like break out from the group and drop down and start heading your way. So you can either like try to shoot at it, or try to hide, or something else equivalent of. You're muted.
Jim's definitely going to try and like tackle Argon behind some crates or whatever, because he doesn't have no way to fight back against that right now.
Would Betty have her religious rocket launcher when she's at a party?
I don't think I would. No, I'd imagine that I wouldn't be carrying it around. So I'd be pretty unarmed right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Jim's just going to tackle Argon, trying to knock himself and Argon behind some boxes or something. Some kind of cover.
So I would say you could roll a survive. Well, I mean, if you want to be stealthy about it, I'll let you pick. You can try to be. You can use sneak or survive.
Probably survive.
Nah, I'm gonna use a snake.
Yeah, if it's coming for us, Jim's not going to have the sense to try and sneak into a cover. He's just going to try and tackle Argon behind a box to get both of us out of the the line of
And
fire.
Betty, you're going to try to sneak away.
Yeah, I'll just skulk away. Yeah.
Okay.
If it looks like it's going straight for Jim, I'd just be like, I'll go over here.
That's not so bad. Is it a dex mod or is it a strength?
Survive would be
Just skill.
Or it could be wisdom, or it could be constitution, or it could be intelligence.
I would say it'd be wisdom or probably wisdom or intelligence.
All right. In that case, I have a 7 instead of an 8.
Yeah. I got a 7 as well for a snake. So I have a +3 to the bastards.
Okay. Let's see here. So it flies down. Let's see, who's it gonna pick on? So it's swerving down, and it seems to it makes its way. You can see it's got like a cannon or some kind of gun on it, and it fires. Where did you go, Betty? You tried to sneak away to where?
Yeah, we just snuck around a corner. If there's like, you said there's like houses around here and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's buildings and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, if there was like a trash compartment area, I would have just snuck in.
Behind all those red fuel drums.
Okay. So it kind of goes right past Jim and Argan and fires at you, and it punctures this trash bin that you ducked behind, some kind of metal box, and the shot goes right through it, like through that, and then like through the building. You can just see a hole, like a tracer, like a line that's made. It missed you. Flies down, like makes a sharp turn, and then flies off into the sky.
God damn, we need to boogie right now.
Holy shit.
You guys should be there a lot sooner than me.
Mr. Argan, you got someplace safe to be after we get all up out of this bitch, or do you need to hop in the ship real quick?
I'll be good. I gotta stay with the master.
All right.
So he goes over and he punches the code, and a door opens. Go on and get in.
Yeah, we're bugging. Thank you kindly. And Jim's like just stumbling his way up into the ship.
You can hear the roof or whatever begin to open, like the ship is starting to be elevated up top. All right, give me another exert roll, Ada.
Yay! That's is it dexterity we're using for this?
I would say,
or con, or
you can use con or strength.
Okay, in that case, a 9 then.
Okay, yeah. Even with stopping and firing, you make it to the warehouse.
Yep.
Bert and Ernie are, running along. Big Montana is doing fine too at his leisurely pace.
He's jogging.
Yeah.
His light jog, he's still as fast as everyone else here.
I'm just picturing like a big old beer gut, just like a shaking as he's jogging.
I feel personally attacked by that.
Hey, I got one too.
My beer gut can beat up your beer gut.
All right, so you are now in the warehouse.
Okay, you guys, unmoor the ship. Now get into the pilot seat. Let's go.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up towards the pilot seat and see what mess I'm dealing with here.
Okay, yeah, you can get it to power up. It's at half power.
Okay. This entire flight is just going to be a series of crises I automatically get. Let me see here.
Yeah. Once we get our ship up and running, Jim's going to haul ass over there. Hey, Betty, I got a better idea. We're probably going to get shot at. Might be better if you're on the 88 blowing those little fuckers out of the sky. I'll put the ship in hover mode and we'll try and get, things hooked up. Mm-hmm.
No,
I might miss a couple, but I don't know. I should be fine.
Yeah, you got give it some cover fire kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is you're doing ship combat now without me.
Hang on. What are we going to do about these chains? So we haven't got a third person in here.
Also, I put
Obi.
ship and hover above it, and I'll throw them chains down.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get her hooked up.
Yeah. Good stuff. I'll go jump in that gun. Give me some power.
Yeah,
I just start running.
the throttle a little hotter.
Okay. Yeah, so you're like hovering. You can see again these there's these drones like flying everywhere. You see one like streak over and like ram right into the walled city, a huge explosion. So you're hovering. Are you going to head over to where the warehouse is, or are you just gonna...
Yeah, we're gonna get in position above the ship where the warehouse is, so we can. Jim's gonna put it in hover mode while Betty provides cover fire on the 88, and Jim's gonna try and throw the chains down.
Spinning around.
Yeah, Jim's gonna try and throw the chains down to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get it and start, you just kind of impulse power moving over. A drone catches you and starts to. You can see Betty. It's coming your way.
There's one on the radar coming for us. Get it, Betty.
Let's see how we go. Yeah.
How many shots do you get if you're doing ship combat?
Burst
now?
fire.
All right. So. Yeah. Now we got Jim plays all kinds of roles.
You get to be the captain. You get to be on comms. You get to do engineering. You get to do piloting.
We do have Obi in here, but he might be doing the task, so it's just going to be us two.
Pretty much just do a bunch of do your duty so Betty gets all the shots.
Okay, let's see.
Well, as far as ship placement with the piloting role, Jim will do an above and beyond for placing the ship in like a good position for cover fire and to get hooked up.
There you go.
And then the rest of them, yeah, Jim's just doing his duty.
He knows his duty. He does it well. Jim, do you even know how to use some of this shit in here?
The computer part might be a problem. He might not actually get to do the duty on the computer part.
Hits it with a wrench.
Yeah, he's just like, don't know what the fuck this deal is. Alt 4.
Alt F4. What's that supposed to do?
What page is? Okay.
117.
I went right past it. Okay, so Jim, you are acting as captain.
Yep.
And bridge actions, and engineering, and comms.
So we'll say that Obi is what did he did comms last time,
Comms
right?
only, yeah, programming. He gets to roll 4 dice for his programming stuff. That's why I stuck him on comms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Captain actions. What are you gonna do for captain actions?
Do his duty.
Tell them where to tell them what to aim at and what to shoot at.
Yeah.
And to prepare.
Basically, that whole speech he just gave Betty Boom Boom is his caption action.
Okay. So command points you start with what, 2, right?
You start with 0.
So
if
you do
I'm on the ship, you start with 2.
Okay. So. All right. So
I'm there. You get an advantage.
Yep.
So you get 1 command point for that. You're on the bridge.
So that's another 1.
Yeah.
That's no. A bridge would be above and beyond for you because that's piloting.
Oh, that's the piloting part. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that
against difficulty of 9.
Yeah, that's easy. That's 10.
So what are you gonna do then?
Oh wait, I only rolled 2 dice. It might actually be higher. Hang on.
Well, you already passed.
It's higher. It's a 14.
So what do you do for that then?
Yeah, Jim's gonna get like the ship positioned in a way that we can get hooked up properly, and to give Betty a nice field of fire.
You're also covering above the warehouse, so we can't be shot at as easily.
Yeah, that too.
And then you have an engineering action.
Yeah, let's do my duty. Just keep her. He's gonna go and like twist a couple of valves. Keep the antifreeze run cool.
Okay, so how many command points is that so far?
So what's above and
so
beyond?
far.
That would be what? How many? 3?
That would be his pilot skill plus 1.
Oh, pilot skill plus 1. That is 3, I believe.
Okay, so that's 5.
Yep. So you get 5.
Obi would then do above and beyond and he is going to try and hack into the drone to slow it down. See
Okay.
if he can reduce the speed. And that, I know he has a +2 or +3 for program, I don't remember.
I think it was a 2.
Okay. And that's an easy pass with 11 and 12, 13, 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So
13.
right now you're at 7.
So that's 7 things for you to do, Betty.
Woo! All right, all these lights are on.
And I think you can fire your weapon 3 times.
3
with
times.
that. Yep.
Yeah. So
And then you can use one of the last ones to reload your weapon, so you don't have to reload next time if you like.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have burnt nanny this time.
Yep.
All right, I'm firing. All right, rolling. Oh, we got a miss.
Damn it, Betty, you're drunk!
we got a hot 5.
You can also go ahead and guarantee it. You can also go ahead and re-roll as a warrior ability once per scene. I don't think you're going to need to, Brent. That's reminding you.
Yeah, we're good this time. Unless I get like a bunch of misses. All right, number 2. All right, this is a 14 to hit. Is that
It
good?
just misses.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, Betty's shit face.
I'm just spinning around like, woo!
How about a game of Twister, you bastard?
All right, last one. Uh-oh.
Use your warrior ability quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to use it this time. I'm going to use my warrior ability to make that a hit.
Okay.
So that's 2d6. Yeah.
I don't remember. Peter, remind me with your powers of Petervation.
It's 2d6 against ships. I don't know what it'd be against drones. It just fucking obliterate the bastard.
2d6 as well. Just
Yeah.
weird 2d6.
Yeah.
It's the same as being hit by a rocket launcher because it's a heavy
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It also ignores up to 10 armor, so I imagine it
Yeah.
yeah. So it did 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I could. You finally, it looks like there's 3 of them. So you finally hit that one you're supposed to hit.
Shoot the middle one.
But there's one there. Oh, I missed. And then, I missed. Hang on. I think I
Third
got
time's
it.
a charm.
And then, yeah, the last action I'd use to reload.
Okay. You hear it. You see something like spark. It fires something that just misses the ship completely. It goes off into the distance. Some kind of like rocket or something it shot.
Look at that.
All right, Jim.
All right. So yeah, we're trying to get the ship rigged up still, right?
I mean, yeah, you tell me.
Yeah. So Jim would continue to keep the pilot, so basically he'd keep the ship steady with an above and beyond, and that is, that's a perfect 12 plus 3, so that's 15.
Well, I think that's doing the impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have pretty much demonstrated that tanked, sauced, you can still fly.
Right. And then he's gonna do one more. He's gonna do your duty on the engines and forget the whole captaining thing, so he can go down and hook up, get the chains sent down to get hooked up to the ship below. So we're gonna.
So you have left the
action
bridge.
point. Yeah.
No one is flying this ship at the moment. It's just
Right now
hovering
it's
there.
set into
In
the
hover
hover mode. As Jim
Okay.
saunters on down to get the chains tossed down to them below so they can hook it up.
Okay. All right.
So we don't get the captain point for doing your duty.
They're tunk, tunk, tunk on the guns. I'm like, where are all the lights gone?
All right. So roll for Obi.
Roll for Obi. Oh yeah. If he gets that big fuck ton of dice. 11 plus whatever his ability score is.
Okay.
That changes that.
So Betty, your Jim's like, hey, you know, I mean, do you tell her that you're headed down to do that?
I gotta go down and drop the chains and the things so we get hooked up.
But the guns seem to power up. You have
I think I'm
7.
crashing.
Who's crashing?
What?
Oh,
What's going on?
okay, it's stabilized. We're good.
Okay.
Don't do it, Peg. Don't do it.
Betty, you seem to have us fully. You can fire 3 shots again and reload. You've got somehow the power has been diverted to the guns to shoot.
Oh,
Good
it's
job,
like,
Jawas.
Did Jawa take acting captain?
there's all the lights.
Pirate hat.
Like all the lights spill back up again.
Yeah. Whoa. All right.
I'm Captain
Shot one.
Jawa Sparrow.
Getting some good ones now. All right. That's an 18 for the first
Yep.
one. All right. 2 6s. No, 9 points of damage.
Okay. Fire again.
Fire again. Number 20.
Natural.
Natural.
Ooh.
Okay.
Percentile.
All right. 100. Number 18.
Okay. Roll damage. Double.
Right. Oh, 20. Yep.
So boom, you hit it. Pieces of it fly everywhere. You can hear it landing on buildings. Dang, 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 dang. Shh. And then you hear Watini.
I think I hit it. I mean, I hit it. One more.
Yeah, it's
and that's
destroyed.
a 17.
Okay, yeah, you just
they're all
fired that
done?
last
Yeah,
one.
Just, woo!
Celebratory.
Celebratory shot.
Then
Yes,
you hear below
right.
screams of children going, "Ah!"
So Jim, you're getting the chains. You're muted.
He's gonna turn on his one mag boot, open the belly hatch, and climb out with some chains over his shoulder, and proceed to start hooking it up through a D-ring, and then sending the chain down to them.
Okay.
Bert and
Yeah.
Eddie better do their duty and grab this shit.
He's gonna get on the communicator. Hey, you guys down there in the goat, I got the chains coming down to you.
And
Yep.
you hear over the comms, where are the lights gone?
Just holler at me when it's all hooked up. I got to climb back up to the deck.
What the genie?
What the
Who's
fuck
that?
is that?
Jim, I think your ex-wife is in the captain's seat.
Oh, god damn, she ugly.
I just said that because your wife's standing behind you. No. Okay, Bert, Ernie, you know what to do. Do they have any idea what to do? They should. I mean, we kind of told them the plan.
They
Yeah,
know how to
yeah.
reload guns.
Yeah, they work on the docks. They can. Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
some idea.
They're good dock workers. Hook them up and let's get out of here, please. Thank you.
All right. So they get a roll. Well, give me an exert roll for them.
An exert roll for them. Okay. One for each of them or one for all of them?
Just give me one roll for both of them and add +1.
Okay, that's 8 plus 1, so 9.
Okay, it doesn't take them very long. They didn't get too shit-faced.
Well, at least someone here didn't. I think we're all shit-faced at this point.
All right, so they hook up the chains.
Yep. Are they inside?
Yeah, you can hear them climbing in.
Okay, Jim, let's go.
Okay. He just whams the throttle forward.
So,
Yeah.
so, Jen, are you? When you drop the chains, you making your way all the way back up?
Yeah, he'd be climbing all the way back up. I would
Okay.
assume by the time they got the chains hooked up, Jim would be back up to the cockpit.
Okay.
You don't know how
You-
fast these guys work.
You enter. Yeah. You enter the bridge. There's like a line of like space chips everywhere. Possibly there's some Jawa scat in the corner. Your seat is like way over on the other side. There's some drink has been spilled.
Oh no! Is it sticky? It's sticky.
Oh God, I got sticky buttons. Yeah, he's gonna go over the pilot station.
Okay. All right. So give me a piloting check then.
All right. That is another perfect 15.
Okay. Yeah. You've towed a lot of vehicles before. Apparently, when you've been intoxicated.
Hell yeah, man! There one time Jim Bog done put his truck in the ditch, and we were both drunk, and I went and got my truck, and we done pulled him, flat towed him out all the way home, about 3/4 mile.
So
what are you saying? Where are the lights?
So, Ada, give me a pilot check.
Yeah, as I feel the chains, I'm gonna step on the gas.
Yeah, and once the chains are tight, Jim will hit the corn afterburners.
Oh, hey, look at that! I happen to be a specialist, so I can re-roll that. That's much better. Okay, I will take a 11. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you manage to move it so there's not too much pressure. So I need, how many chains are on this thing? 2, 3?
Probably
4 of them if Jim threw them
probably
down like
4.
that.
One for corner-ish.
Each corner.
Yep.
Okay. So like it's being towed in the back like this? Or like
I would imagine
it's being
we're here
lifted up
and it's underneath like this, yeah. Kind of adjacent back to us because we're still making forward momentum,
All right, so everybody gets to roll a D100.
Oh my. Okay, to keep your foot down, girl. We really need to get up here.
Not sure if this is good or not, but I got a 95.
28.
I got a 50.
Okay. The back left chain snaps. Chink.
Oh, shit.
You just kind of feel the ship move.
Is it manageable? Or is it fucked?
I put my foot down to the floor. Is it fucking us too much? Can we keep going?
You can keep going. With one busted, you can keep going.
Okay. I think we're okay. Keep going, Jim.
All right, hammer down.
All right, so we get another pilot check for both
boy.
of you guys.
That's another perfect 15.
Jesus Christ, can I have your dice?
I got 3 6s on my 4 dice, and then a 5 with my other dice.
That's a 10 for me.
Okay,
Holy
it's a little difficult, but you're managing to move out above the city. You can see that it's chaos. There are ships flying everywhere. All these drones. You see 2 drones like collide and then they fall down and crash onto the planet. Like drones shooting at each other. It's just shit show.
They use their head to fuck with this shit.
I wonder if they're hacker fuckers that we pissed off are, hacking shit.
It might be them, or it might be something to do with the head itself.
Maybe they got some of your moonshine. They seem pretty drunk.
I'm drunk.
As Betty's just strapped to the 88, hanging, arms outstretched like this, hanging out as they're going into the atmosphere.
All right, so everybody give. I don't have to roll because I'm the one who broke the chain. All right, so everybody give me a D100.
Wait, you have parole? Wait, is there something you haven't told us, Peter?
Oh, that's better. That's a 66.
That's a 90.
All right, so yeah, the chains are holding. Betty, you see another drone as it makes its way close to the ship again.
I need the lights. Where are they? I just
Betty?
keep on yelling over comms.
Over comms, I say, Betty, just look towards the thing coming at you and prepare to shoot it. Jim, please keep us steady, please. Thank you.
It's coming right for us.
You can mute.
Jim, keep us steady. Obi, see what you can do to slow it down. And, I don't know. Big Montana, see if you can go ahead and help boost our engine power any.
Not a problem, good buddy.
So with let's see here. The piloting role might be kind of tricky because you're trying to tow something.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we both have to make a piloting roll to go above and beyond for that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go.
And we both have to succeed it. Yep.
That's an easy succeed for me.
That is a 9,
12.
which is exactly what I need, I think.
Yeah, that's 12 for me.
And then for Obi doing his programming ship, that's an 11 plus his additions.
Okay.
And you're rolling for Big Montana,
Well, Big Montana would be
fixing things.
yeah, he's running around on the bulk freighter like I think I turned left when I should have turned right. Where the hell am I?
He's doing his duty. He knows what he's doing. And of course, we have the +2 command points. And for the captain's action, I'm going to let Betty do something for free that would normally cost 2 points.
Okay.
And they now have my +2 again.
Woohoo.
For free?
Yes, for free.
We're a fucking extended unit.
Yeah. I don't know how you judge this ship. I'm assuming it's all one ship being counted as for the time being.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, we're kind of operating as one because the other one can't move on its own.
One with
Like
2
fully
pilots
move
in
on
it.
its own, yeah.
And it seems like the power, like the engines on the ship, seem to be perfectly fueled. Maybe that's not the word.
Balanced.
Calibrated, like the way it, and then all you hear is you just hear from engineering, Watini!
Oh no, they're back.
Hopefully they don't pour too much Kern whiskey in the engines.
So you get 9 points to use?
9 plus the free action of 2 or less.
Okay.
Take a shot, I guess.
Take many shots.
Take many shots. And I got an 18 on the first run. So
Yep, that's a hit.
here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7
All right.
points on that one. We'll go again. 15. That was a miss, wasn't it?
15's a hit.
Oh, okay, cool. And there's 10 on that one.
Okay.
Is there any more?
It's still there, still flying.
Okay, we're gonna
Barely.
keep shooting. All right, shooting all. I'm like shooting all like the little fans out of it.
Just taking flak in each of the 4 fans.
And there's another 15. So roll that. We got another 10. Hell yeah. And does it need more? How many
That's
more
it.
fans has it got hanging on?
Yeah, you blast it and pieces of it come flying towards you. They like go over the ship and between both of them, it does not hit any of the chains.
Oh, thank God. I was worried we were going to have to do percentile for that.
Yeah.
All right. You can see there's like 4 other drones kind of like flying close to each other but are nearby. So they may spot you and go after you. Who knows? But they're kind of like
Maybe we
fighting each other right now.
can't we just. Obi, are you awake down there? We need. There's something you can do on the comms, can't you? I can't see very well.
I think we might use our Remaining momentum to Boogie. To Bogey. No.
We're going as
Boogie.
fast as we can.
Right. I start to nearly pass out in the seat.
All right, so we need 2 more piloting checks.
Yep.
The last ones.
Hey, Ada, keep it together.
That's a 10 for Jim.
That's a 10 for Ada, too. A 2 and a 6.
All right, and 3 percentage rolls.
Oh, boy.
Here they come.
Oh, I was expecting better than to get a 5.
Ooh, that's 100.
Shit.
I got a 95.
Okay.
5.
So the okay.
Shit, Ada stalled it.
Hang on. If the 100 is bad, well then
Ada, roll a d4.
Where'd I leave my d4s? That's where my d4s are. That's a 3.
So the chain. So you've got the ship, right? You got the 4 chains.
Yep.
Another chain breaks, so it flops down like this.
Oh, God.
So
Y'all
Counter steering.
Y'all wearing your seat belts down there?
I am. Let's see. Bert, Annie, me. Big Jim, are you okay?
what the hell is going on down here?
Hold on to something.
Are we gonna lose her?
I think we're okay. Just trying to steer.
You see Ada, you are flying the ship, and you can feel the engines, like the thrusters, adjust themselves. You're watching on the panel as they change, and the ship kind of moves up like that, and you just hear over the comms, "Watini, Watini."
God, they like this ship a lot.
Wow.
They
know how
just
to
climbed
use
down
this
that
one.
chain.
Right, they already migrated down the chain.
Do we have a chat camera where we can see the bottom of the ship or the top of the bulk freighter, and we can see the chain and just Jawas
Yeah, just sliding down.
Fireman
If you
sliding
review
down.
the video footage, there is no Jawa that has shimmied down the chain.
Oh my God.
So, if you want to spike drive, I'll let you spike drive. You successfully made it that far.
I think we can spike drive then.
Yeah, we got a boogie.
We can go to, let me take a look, because we're in the golden system, correct?
Yeah.
We can get to the Hume system and refuel there, and then do our next spike to the business.
Yep.
Hume's
I
a
like
good
that
jump.
plan.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
I think Montana was gonna head somewhere else with the freighter too. Anyways.
Yeah, he was.
So
But I'm not going to be piloting it for that.
Yeah. Right now we're just getting out of Dodge, regrouping at Hume, and then Montana. We'll split ways.
Might I suggest
Montana.
using the quick release on the chain so we're not tethered together or spike driving?
Well, I mean, I would assume the chains would just be instantly severed from
I
two
don't
separate
have
ships going into warp.
You really want to waste perfectly good chains?
Let's put a D-link in there. You'd be good.
Pop metal.
The ship has it has a spike drive, but you don't know what the condition of it. Yeah, the rating is.
Yep. That's why I'm saying we can only go with the smallest jump.
You would probably be better off to keep it chained.
Oh shit!
Because the bubble that it creates in the meta-dimensional space will probably cover this ship.
Okay, it can hold both. Okay, awesome. Then,
Okay,
yeah,
so
let's keep it
our
chained.
main spike drive is going to be assisting the new ship's spike drive, essentially.
That spike drive hasn't been tested yet, so there's no telling what the hell it will do.
Ah.
Okay, awesome.
Who knows what the Jawas have done?
They probably
get
stole
there.
the parts from the spike drive to boost the engines.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay, Jim, it's on you.
All right, we'll fucking send her.
Okay. You hit the spike drive. You open the metadimensional space. You start to move through it. Jim and Betty, it's like 1, 2, 3 seconds. Ada, you are on the ship. You can hear like metal clanking and pulling.
Oh, dear.
I need to give. You need to give me a.
Oh, fuck check. Where you're going, you won't need eyes here. It's Event Destiny, Event Horizon. Shit.
You can do exert and use strength or constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Get by some serious G's.
Okay, I can do that. That's a 9.
Okay, yeah, you can feel like this tremendous pressure, just like pushing you and weighing on you as you're trying to hold the ship in place. It feels like it lasts for like 10 minutes. And then it's over, and then you are now just drifting in space with the other ship.
Y'all good down there? Did it make it all in one piece?
Has it been 10 minutes for them, or has it only felt like it's been 10 minutes for us?
It's only felt like it's been 10 minutes for you.
Not for them, though.
Not for them.
So they think it just worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look around the ship at everyone else who's there. How are they looking? Do I
Bert
now
and
have
Ernie-
2 pieces of paste next to me?
Bert and Ernie look kind of freaked out.
I'm just picturing one of them just sitting there all calm and then
One of them sitting there all calm. Oh my god, we made it. Looks left of them, and there's just this red paste dripping down the sea. Or floating, actually. I forgot we don't have gravity.
Yeah, that's right, because they're kind of floating along.
either that or Philadelphia experimented into the floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, it's at that time you hear like the clunking of magnetic boots, Ada,
Montana,
and
is
walking
that
up
you?
the stairs, and Big Montana with his hat like pulled down like this, and in his underwear going, "What the hell was that?"
I don't have any idea, but I really didn't like it.
And then
Hey,
he just
nobody's replied. Did
Jim?
y'all make it one piece, or am I towing chains?
We're dead, Jim. We all died.
Oh hell!
No, I think we're okay, Jim. Just let's head to the nearest refueling point and get this over with.
Yeah, the ship should operate a lot better now that you ain't got gravity pulling on her.
That's
Even
the
limping
hope.
along, she should be able to scoot and boogie.
You hear Betty over the comms going, fire, fire, fire.
Betty's just shooting. Bam, bam. Okay, yeah, and I guess we're gonna go to the nearest refueling point.
okay. Yeah, you go to Endo Station, and there's a few other free merchant ships that docked there.
Oh, I should check real fast. Do the brakes work on this ship?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Didn't think to ask that.
Yeah, you can slow down.
Okay, good. I like how we've just turned all the ships into cars, and that's how you pilot them.
So yeah, once we get puttered into the station, Jim will get out and unhook the chains.
Yep.
Okay.
There's one wild ride. Yep.
Ada's gonna stumble towards the other ship and just grab a bunch of ammunition. Because she only had 6 rounds that fight. Spent most of it.
I think we could all use a good nap. I think naps might be in order.
I think we need to get back to the Iron Skirt. If we stay here too long, then we could go ahead and risk being discovered. And I don't think Sindoom's very happy at the moment with us.
Well, I mean, Sindoom shit was attacking Sindoom shit, though. Did you see the big city getting shot the fuck up and shit blowing up on it? And
are we picking up anything on scanners here?
In the hum system?
Yeah, it's Sindoom territory.
Yeah, you're just picking up, there's some kind of traffic to stay away from the golden system. There's been, like, there's something going on. They're not sure what it is.
No reports of weapon fire here, though, or anything?
No, it's pretty quiet right here.
Okay. OB, keep monitoring comms.
So so you guys are all gravitating back to your ship?
For the time being, yes. I'm going to have to fly us to the other place, because there aren't any other pilots except for me and Jim. Unless Big Montana has a secret he hasn't told us yet. Is he a NASCAR racer?
He's secretly Dale Earnhardt Jr.
So Big Montana makes his way back over to the other ship in his magnetic cowboy boots. And he's got his vac suit on. And he starts to take his vac suit on. He's still like in his underwear. What the hell was that, Jim? I can't hear a damn word you're saying.
I don't know. Something funky happened down there. It seemed like the jump went good up here.
Is his hat still over his head like that fully?
Yeah, yes. He's still like squunched down. He pulls it. He pulls his hat off.
You hear?
And there's a Jawa like sitting on his head. What the hell is going on?
I don't know.
Wait a second, Mr. Jawa. I'm going to grab the back of the Jawa's collar and lift it up.
Yeah, he starts squirming.
It's not very dramatic in space when there's zero gravity and you lift someone up.
That's true.
Was it you and your little buddies done fix problems?
What?
Are you supposed to be?
So the Jawa is like squirming and looking at you, and he vanishes.
Gonna give it a head pat and it's.
Uh-oh.
Them bastards were on the other ship. They were scrawling something on the walls, Jim.
Oh, not the wall writing again. I think we got a cult Jawa problem. Not just
how am I supposed to take this ship? It's got Jawas on it.
Well, I mean, they were acting as decent crew, I guess.
Tell people it's the crew. The Jawas are the crew.
You just start hearing snoring over the intercom.
Someone want to put a vac suit on and go grab Betty?
I should be fine there for just a moment.
All right, so you guys dock here at Endo Station. It's fairly quiet. I would say you probably take an 8-hour rest.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Do you get HP back? Like, is it 1 hit point or something?
You get shanked by a small Jawa.
Oh, in our sleep.
GG, everyone. Let's see here. Through the power of Control F. I think a long rest fully heals you. I type in the word rest, I get 280 hits. I got time, it's multiplying.
Be like, regaining hit points or something like that.
Let me go with
maybe that.
HP. There's 31 hits for HP.
Okay, that's a bit better.
Motorcycle, primitive drone. No, you're not. Help. Let's try health. 10 hit points for... No, 10 things for health. Okay, thank you. English, speak well, good, I, not, yes, do.
It sounds pretty dang old good to me. Mhm.
I'm losing my mind slowly, Jim. Please help. Help me, Jim One Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yo, Montana, I bet you could pick yourself up some spacers here as a crew to get that there ship over a place so you can get, figured out.
Okay. Regain their level and lost HP after every rest. Okay. So whatever everybody gets 2 HP back if you've been injured.
Yep.
All
That
right.
ain't much.
We're at
Wow.
8 now.
I have 10 out of 14. Yay!
Man, you get 14? God damn. Only
I have
get 12.
22.
I've been sleeping with Peter, so I get a bit of advantage in HP. Things you have to do to get ahead in this game, I swear.
So so you guys rest up. There's a couple of ships here. During your rest, you hear a couple of ships moving from the station, but it's fairly quiet.
Okay.
All right,
Anything to do on the station?
What kind of
pick up
station
some
is this?
DVDs or something to watch when we get back to the outskirts?
It's like a truck stop, so it's got food and a restaurant and showers and stuff like that.
I'm up for eating.
Yeah.
Help with the hangover.
Yeah, we need a big greasy meal.
Yeah.
I need cheeseburger.
Steak. Country fried with gravy and biscuits.
We haven't
That
seen the
too.
newest episode of Golden Girls recently, so
Oh shit, maybe that's on.
yeah.
See, you could have saved all your news broadcasts for here, Peter. You wasted them.
Jim's going to use his trucker knowledge a little bit to try and see if there's any crew members or anybody around that would be willing to join the crew of the USS overloaded Billy Goat.
Is it a USS ship? United States Starship.
You could make a lead roll.
All right.
I believe in you, Peg.
Lead, use charisma or maybe
That'd
wisdom.
be an 8.
Okay.
See if there's anybody that's willing to join Montana's crew and get the ship somewhere where it can be fully, put back to operating, power.
I would definitely want to be in a ship with a girl in a velvet tracksuit. I mean, when I think ships I want to be on, it's that one.
You managed to pick up. There's one person here who is looking for work.
Well, how to do? My name's Jim. Peg leg Jim. And there's Big Montana, and he's kind of partial owner operator of this here overloaded Billy Goat bulk freighter, and he's looking for some crew, and I think he might be a mighty fine fit. Mm-hmm.
So what's this pay?
Oh, pay? It'd probably be well, what was your last job paying you?
Nothing.
Well, that's a good thing, because this is a non-profit.
I would say, I don't know, Montana, what's standard going rate for a Starship crewman?
Well, it don't pay a lot. But a couple, I'm sure you could, we could supply with all the space chips and cola you can eat and drink, first off. And there'll be a little bit of hooch.
And I get to be your pilot for now. I don't know if that helps, but I said it anyway.
So the going rate will probably be about 20 space bucks a day.
That sounds like a fair shake. You get a home and 20 space bucks a day.
All right. Wally's the name.
A pleasure to meet you, Wally.
All right.
This here's Ada.
Hello.
That guy over there's Betty Boom Boom.
I'm hungry.
Yep, she's hungry. Me too. Where's my burger?
So as you go, yeah, you meet him in the diner.
Yep.
So they're getting you a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized Ada has exactly 0 money. She doesn't even have a bank account or an ID.
Well, she was there when we got paid.
Ooh,
How much
yeah.
did we get
split the
paid?
monies. We got paid for delivering Karis's body.
Yeah, I didn't know how much we got paid for delivering the body.
I don't know if we split it evenly though. That's all I remember.
Okay, that works. Blow all my money on Coke and ice cream.
Yeah, Jim went from 3 to 4,000, so I think your share would have been 1,000.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but this meal costs 500. It's like Pokemon. Yeah, how the fuck are we even going to pay Ada? She doesn't have a bank account or an ID or anything. She has.
We would have a fake one somewhere. We'll have a fake
Cash.
ID, fake account.
Pure
Yeah.
cash is how she works.
So what are you guys ordering? So we know Jim's ordering a double cheeseburger.
Jeez, I'd be getting a big breakfast with like eggs and sausages, and I'm hungry thinking about it.
Me too.
I'm getting a country fried steak, with biscuits and gravy.
Oh, damn.
God, I'm hungry.
I want my breakfast slop right now. I usually make a couple of fried eggs and then a thing of hash browns and a thing of gravy, and you just slop it all together and mash it all together.
Oh, damn.
It's
So
good.
uncivilized.
She comes back and gives you your food, and then she gives you each drider milkshakes on the house because it's the new year.
Well, thank you kindly. We done had a good and crazy new year already, and this just made it better.
Oh, you're a top Sheila.
Thank you.
But my name's Claire, but I'll take it.
Well, thank you, Claire.
So, what brings you here?
Well,
Just
Where,
passing through, really.
yeah, we came from Golden. It's a bit full on around those parts.
Yeah, bad news. Heard bad things over there.
It's
Yeah.
a bit of a shit show.
What's going on over there?
Well, and she just kind of like looks around to see, make sure nobody's listening, and then sits down in the booth with you. I said, well, according to what I heard, the Sindoom drones got infected with some virus. That's what I
Really?
heard. Yeah.
I bet some
Scary.
dirty fuckers in the UPM.
Yeah, them damn
Probably.
coppers.
Probably the Church of Atlas.
Oh, it could be them too.
Yeah.
Bunch of psionics.
Dirty fucking mind fucking people.
You have any of them run through here?
What run through here?
Psionics.
No, I can usually pick them out. No, nobody like that comes around here.
And them Church of Atlas people are weird.
So you guys live nearby or what?
Oh, we're a few systems over.
Yeah,
I
it's doing
heard
some
you,
long haul trucking.
Heard you recruited Wally there for your ship.
Yeah, we recently got ourselves a bulk freighter, and we needed some extra crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you looking for a ship to live on? We got one.
Well, no, I'd like to work on one. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We got you all set up.
What did you do on the ship in the past?
I've read stuff.
Okay.
That's
I
good
mean,
enough.
I'm ready
There's
for a
always
career
room to
change.
learn, yeah.
Well, it's
Hey,
always a
yeah.
good time for a change.
Yeah, we'll get you
Yeah,
signed
right,
on with
Claire.
Big Montana over there.
Whole
Get
new,
you up
new
in
you,
the-
new thing. New year,
Yeah.
new
That's
you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
get you up on the overloaded billy goat and be right as rain.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Does it got a big gun on it?
Not
Oh,
yet.
it's gonna.
It will.
It will, though.
Gonna have 2 big guns.
Because I'm interested in blowing shit up.
Well,
Oh,
I think you're going to really like Betty here.
yeah, woman after my own heart.
And now we meet Betty's love interest.
We're gonna. I can hook you up. Actually, I might have a spare rocket launcher in the shop. I've been working on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come with me.
And you'll be in a world of pure incineration. Take a bomb and he'll take 3. Enjoy your fiery inclinations.
All right, so you have recruited Claire and Wally
Woo.
Oh,
the,
that sounds like Bonnie and Clyde.
for the. Are you going to continue towing this thing, or are you going to?
Well, I would think in space, even at half power, it'd move under its own.
It can move under its own power, but I think before we spike drive, we're going to go ahead and reconnect at least. Because we nearly had that problem before
Yeah.
with the spike drive.
With the spike drive, Jim's gonna go down there and tinker with it, see if he can figure anything out with it. See
Okay.
if there's anything he can do.
Our jello field flickered for a second and demons were about to incur onto the ship.
Give me a-
horribly wrong.
You can do fix.
Fix. All right. Oh, I dropped one.
Oh shit, he broke it!
All right, that's a 10.
And see, you're not sober. That's what happens. You roll 15s before.
Well, I don't have +3s on this.
You can. You're confident you can get it to work, so it will do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, just give me a little bit of time. I'll have her all tip-top shape. Well, maybe
Okay,
not
Jim.
tip-top, but functioning.
Just make sure it
Functioning is the
doesn't
key
explode.
word.
And you
Yeah, I
might
just
want
gotta
to-
make sure I don't touch the red wires with the black wires.
What, you
The
mean
black
these two?
wires with the blue wires.
It is going to observe a bit and learn.
This
I
right
dig it.
here, don't ever take that off. You flood the whole ship with nasty shit and we all die.
Well, what exactly is it anyway?
I'd be in the armory with Claire. I'd be loading up a trolley full of just explosives to take on her ship, and
Okay.
then on her rocket launcher, I'm gonna slap I'm gonna ride on Claire Kaboom. That's gonna be her name.
Whenever she fires a heavy anti-vehicle laser or something, she goes, kaboom!
All right. So everybody gets together. You buy anything here at the station, like supplies, food, and stuff? Or?
Well, we have
I
most
think
of that on
probably
the Iron
fuel.
Skirt. We're about to be there.
There might be. We might need to get some more. We haven't been there in a while, so we might need some perishables to take with us.
Yeah,
Some
you do got
fresh
the
food.
Jawas eating shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim would spend 100 credits on food.
That's like, what, one bag at Safeway? Or head?
And then how much does fuel run to get us?
Still 500. Yeah.
500 universally for
500 a ship.
spike drive. Yep.
Yep.
So 1,000 there.
Let's fill that up.
All right, Montana, you're gonna owe me 500 for your ship.
Oh,
I got you for now.
Hells. All right. Well, reckon so.
Now
All right,
kiss
so-
you two.
So that puts Jim down to 3,000, and then so he's at 2,900.
Oh god, the struggle.
Mhm. All right.
All righty. So,
Well, Montana, you got a few crew peoples with you. I got your spike drive up and working. I know you were I think you were thinking of going somewhere to get her outfitted and back up to operating procedures.
It's past our system. He was going to swarm.
I've got some jumps to do.
All right, well, I think this is where we part ways.
Okay, he hands you over the title to the your ship.
Jim's tearing up a little bit, like one tear's trickling down. He like tries to hide it. God, there's something in my nose. And he's just like rubbing the side of his nose.
Well, I done thank you kindly, Big Montaigne. You done took a big old leap on, me as a pilot and ship captain and whatnot. I do sorely appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, Jim, and we will take this ship back to Shoal System, and I'll get her all fixed up. You keep in touch now.
Yep, we'll be in touch. I'm looking forward to our dual partner business adventures.
So, yeah, he's got Bert and Ernie and Wally and Claire.
I would sit on the station, and I would have emptied like the tray of explosives by now onto the other ship. Just
Yeah.
like, all right, see ya.
Yeah, they're setting everything up, but he's got the open comms. He's like, all right, good to see you, Jim. Looks like we're off, and the ship starts moving.
Yep, 10-4, good buddy.
All right,
Then you hear boom as the whole thing detonates because you got a bunch of unsecured rockets floating around.
So good. I gave her a crash course on explosives.
That's going to go great, I can tell.
He's like, we got an open mic. Wally, can you fly this thing? He's like, no. Who's flying? Who's piloting this thing? And you hear, Watini! Watini! You son of a bitch!
It's fine. He's a professional.
If we look at it as the upside, if we all die right now, we can just start playing them.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we've got a B team. Yeah.
There we go. We don't even have to be here anymore. Let's let them do it.
So yeah, the what was the name of this ship?
The overloaded Billy Goat.
Overloaded Billy Goat.
The overloaded Billy Goat makes its way.
Yeah, that's also my Pornhub name.
All right, so you guys enter the metadimensional space. You spike drive through drift to the business system, to the Iron Skirt.
Now we get to go ahead and do maintenance and make a new car.
Yeah. Jim's like frothing at the mouth. He's excited. He gets to take her on that car.
Ada's excited. She knows she's getting it.
So you see the planet of Coloron, the Iron Skirt, and as you begin to approach the Iron Skirt, you notice that there's like 6 or 8 ships parked near the Iron Skirt. The rotation is providing gravity like it did before with the Jawas on the hamster wheel or whatever that was set up. But there is like 6 or 8 ships parked right at your space station.
Obi, what's the markings on those ships?
He comes back and says, unclear. They're not associated with Sindoom or anything. And then you see, as you approach, a sign light up. It says auction today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Jim's like full throttle.
What classification of ships are these?
The ships just look like they're like free merchants. Where's my ship? Yeah, there's like some free merchant ships. They don't look like warships.
I start getting into my combat armor. My combat uniform.
Jim's getting on the horn as we like haul ass like right up in front of the auction sign.
Yep.
What in the Sam hell? do you think you're doing with our goddamn station?
Selling our shit.
Well, it's time for us to get a bunch of free ships.
Right.
So you dock and start making your way onto your ship, onto your station again.
I
You
start
come up
looking
to
around.
you come up to the door. There's I would assume you're in your vac suits.
Yeah.
There's a guy there with his vac suit on. He's got like brochures. Hey, auction's starting.
There's no fucking auction today.
Who's sponsoring this auction?
Sponsoring. I mean, the
Who's selling off
Deviants
this
have.
ship?
Well, it's a real estate company, Deviant Real Estate.
Well, they can fuck off. This here station is owned by us.
I mean,
Is it?
like technically no, but it could be. You could own it today. Would you like a brochure?
I don't think you understand. Jim's gonna walk past him.
Out of curiosity,
oh,
do we
okay.
own this station? Or
I
are we
think
just
we were just
claiming?
occupying it.
We were just squatters.
So you walk in there, and there's an auction going on. They're like, they haven't started the bidding yet. They've got like these easels set up, with like pictures of the ship and like the different things, the different configurations and the rooms, and somebody's talking about, well, it's got this much power, and right now the centrifugal force gravity is working, and
It's got a Jawa infestation.
yes,
Absolutely horrendous.
We've noted that. Thank you. We've noted that. Thank you.
How many people are in this room?
It's got a severe radiation leak down on the 3rd floor.
And everybody just kind of like looks at their brochure.
Don't forget about the structural integrity problems to the thing. And the holes as well. Remember that one, Jim, where there's the hole with the alien that went through?
Oh yeah, I done welded a plate over top that alien, thing that tried to eat my face. Yeah, I remember that.
So
I point over here. This guy was the maintenance guy.
So
There's also a nuke somewhere strapped in here. I don't know where it is, but I do have the codes here somewhere.
Oh yeah, where'd you put that again?
I don't know.
Wasn't
It
good.
might go off any second.
okay, so one of you guys can give me a talk roll and
I'll do
get
that.
+1.
Oh, +1 to my talk roll. Very nice. Okay then. That's a 9. That's a. I'm sorry. Oh Christ. That's 11 plus 3. So
14.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, so half the people get up. There's like 6 people that get up and like, whoa, weren't all information. No, didn't know about this. And they drop their, and the auctioneer is like, wait, the auctioneer is not wearing a back suit. He's got a dungaree vest with the sleeves cut off and like patches. And he's wearing dungarees with boots, and he's got like spikes. And he's like, what the hell is going on?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to auction off this hunk of junk. I mean, if you're trying to like drive down the price.
No, it's really not worth much of anything. This is actually a derelict.
I have 1 space buck for you.
I'll give you 2.
Sold.
We
You
haven't
better
started
just
the
mark
bidding
this-
yet.
Yeah, no, fuck your
What's your
bidding.
problem?
I don't think you understand the situation.
This is hardly even acceptable for habitation of any kind, let alone storage of any items at all.
Yeah, you
Number
know how
of
many
leaks here is
bylaws you
horrendous.
gotta go around to try and figure out how to make it, sellable?
Yeah, where'd you find the deed? We've been looking for that for years.
Are you trying to say you're the owners of this?
Yeah. Well,
Last
we
time I
were.
checked, we were.
We have a photocopy of the deed somewhere.
It's with your birth certificate in a safe where you lost it.
Obi, write up a fake script, fake deed.
Jim's gonna point at like a shitty ass booger weld, like that's holding a beam up or something. That right there's my handiwork, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just check this out, and I jump up and I reach and I pull, and it.
He's like, hey, never mind. He looks at the rest of the group. Never mind these squatters. Obviously, they were here, did some work. They're just looking to come in and cut down the price. Okay, some of this stuff can be worked on. We have ownership of it. And he shows up, pulls up his data pad. Sindoom has approved it. They've authorized this station to be ours.
Yeah, this is already going to cost you 30 to 40 million credits just to get all the permits to try and fix everything here. Not to mention the trade unions, the workers' unions, the plumbers, the electrician unions. They're going to go bankrupt trying to do anything with this hunk of junk.
And one guy's like, can we just start the bid and look, 1,000 space bucks.
Fuck your 1,000.
He's like, is that 2? He points at you. Is that 2,000?
No, that's fuck off, is what that is.
Going once, somebody else. I got 2,000 space bucks here.
All right. I'll start taking my handiwork off of her.
Start undoing everything you did. It ain't up to code.
Yeah, Jim's specifically gonna go to like the little patch that we put over the alien and start blowtorching it off.
So who are the people have bidded? There's still a few of them in here, yeah?
There's like there's like 6 people in here.
How are they dressed?
You would guess that they have some kind of money.
What are they wearing though? I mean, clothing wise. Was it just casual business?
Casual business. Yeah, casual
Anyone else
business.
with them, or are they just by themselves?
Meaning what?
I mean, like, do they have other pilots with them in here, or do they have other people inside of this ship, or?
There's like 6 of them in this room that are bidding.
Any personal servants or assistants?
Yeah, any security?
No, there's the one guy in the jeans and the cut-off vest who you've seen, who's the auctioneer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's it so far.
Okay. Well, Jim, should we go for $2,001?
Well, I mean, that'd be upbidding me. If I was bidding.
Actually, Pegleg, you wanna like distract them for a little bit? I think I got an idea. Just make a big song and dance. Just dance around and show off your jiving skills and stuff.
Jim's gonna saunter on up to the stage.
Whips out his dick and starts hitting the guy with it.
No, he's gonna saunter on up on the stage, pop his peg leg off, and start beating the shit out of the stand. Like, I presume there's like kind of like a pulpit type stand that the guy's standing behind. He's
Filibuster.
Beating the fuck out of the stand.
Do a filibuster and just read from the Chinese takeout menu.
Betty,
I told you to get the fuck off my station.
Betty would start sneaking up behind some of like the patrons and leaving handy little explosives in their pockets.
As Betty's butt slowly gets bigger, other people's grow in size. Oh my god.
All right, Betty, you'll have to do a sneak.
Dex.
Do a sneak.
I'll let you use Dex.
I'm all good for sneak. I've got assassin as well. So this is.
Oh god, you're just gonna wipe everyone out instantly.
Right. So we got a 12, but not natural 12, like 12 plus bits.
Okay. Yeah, you sneak right up. What are you doing? Putting what in their pockets?
Like little timed explosives, something
Okay.
which I can like link up to like a central, just a push button.
Okay, yeah. So the first group, he's got like a bag, and you just drop it right in that bag. It's just pretty easy to do. And then there is, so there's 2 sets of 2 and 1, and 2 others that are by themselves. So there's like 4 groups.
I'm gonna contact Obi as discreetly as I can and say, lock all the damn landing pads down and don't let any ships leave if you can. Gonna have him hack the system.
Okay.
I just continue skulking around while they're all distracted by Peg Leg, just bashing shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the auctioneer and talk and distract him.
Give me another sneak roll if you plan on doing another one.
Yep. 8 plus bits that's 10.
Yeah, this one's got like a big coat, and you just slip it right in one of the pockets. Now there are 2 people by themselves.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep going. Hopefully, I keep on getting good numbers.
All right.
All right, here we go. Oh, I might need to use my hustle point for this one. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm using the hustle point because that would have been horrible.
Meanwhile, Jim's up there beating the fuck out of the pulpit. Hippity hoppity, get the fuck off my property!
And that's another 10 for my sneak.
All right.
Why is the solution to all of our lives' problems explosives?
And last but not least, we got a 9.
So just as you're like dropping this one, like they've got like a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you put it in there, the person turns and looks at you.
I say,
"Can I help you?"
Yeah, that's a really nice bag. I think there's something in it. You might want to have a look.
It's Nordstrom.
What do you mean?
And I just run away as fast as I can and press the button. And you just hear doosh, 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 doosh.
So there are stains everywhere. Boom, boom, boom.
1,000.
1,000.
So yeah, the guy who, the auctioneer has now watched his podium get destroyed, and then watches the people who are supposed to bid get blown up.
We're here for 1,000, and I'll take the mop out and clean up this mess you made here.
Yeah, what the hell? What is this place? It's filled with bombs.
Jim's gonna just stop beating the fuck out of the pulpit and point the peg leg at him.
I like rub my ears a little bit.
He just kind of looks around. He's like, "It's like it's yours, then."
In writing?
He reaches down into his data pad and he starts typing something in.
Yeah, Jim will transfer him the 1,000.
Yeah.
Business mergers come in many forms. This one just happens to be a hostile takeover.
But because we have no hard feelings, how about we send a couple of ships, like, because these people aren't going to need them anymore, or these puddles of whatever they are.
Now, Betty, they're not ours to give away. Besides, we might still have to clean out some crew.
Oh yeah, shit.
How
about you have that one, and I just look outside the room and see like a random ship and say, you can have that one.
That's his ship.
I think it's only fair.
Okay.
Yeah, good deal. And I spit on my hand and go to shake him.
He shakes your hand, It's
Actually,
very
I'm
cold.
in a back suit. I spit in the back suit.
All over your
Oh, hang on.
Yeah. He squeezes your hand. You can tell that he has like very strong grip.
He lifts.
I would very much like to see this new authorized deed.
And he just messes with his data pad, presses a button, and like spits out like a receipt, and he hands it to you.
Jim's gonna hold up. Oh, everything froze for a second. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
What happened?
He's like, "Oh, hold on. Let me take that. Let me have that." And he looks at it, and he takes something out of his pocket and writes something on it. And he's like, "Here you go."
All right, so he's gonna hold it up. What does it say?
It's basically a receipt for this space station. Gives the coordinates where it is and kind of describes basically what you have.
All right, what did he write on it? Like with his
You can't see
handwriting?
anything that. It doesn't look like he wrote. You saw him write, but you can't see what he wrote.
The fuck did you scribble on that son of a bitch?
I just had to sign it.
Oh, how the fuck do I see the signature?
You got to hold it up to a black light.
Well, you got one handy?
No.
Well, you're gonna have to hang on while we find one.
Mr. Jawa. Jim, you go ahead and find one of that. Betty, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a void rifle? We're going to have to do some cleanup soon.
All right. And I grab a heavy machine gun instead and put the rocket launcher away.
Well, the problem with the heavy machine gun is it rips right through ships, and we want to keep these intact so we can sell them. That's why we have to use void rifles or my rifle.
All right. Fine.
I know. Head pat.
Yeah, Jim's gonna go scrounging through our ship, see if he can find a black light.
We probably do somewhere. I mean, it's oh, check Betty's room.
I don't think you want to blacklight that room, mate. But yeah, this should be one in, like, I don't know, the scrap part of our ship.
Yeah, I would imagine
Something
in
we
the
can
ship's
just
hold, there's one somewhere.
Jimmy together. Yeah.
Well, we have the workshop, and that's going to have a black light in it.
Yeah.
Probably. So yeah, once he's got a black light, does it look like the signature's legit?
Oh, he didn't sign it.
It says this is bullshit.
He
Help,
said, "Fuck
please."
you."
Yeah.
Oh,
Jim's gonna come sauntering back up after he discovers it's not signed. And as he's like walking up, he gets up to the top of the stand near the pulpit. And a few steps before, he just reaches down, pops his peg leg off, is hopping towards the guy, and just bitch slaps him across the face with it.
That's
Okay.
a stab roll.
Give me an attack roll. Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, that's a D20 in it.
Yep.
That is not god awful. That is a 8. Well, considering he's not in armor, it's not god
there's
awful.
shock damage as well.
Yeah,
Like
the
if he
shock.
does miss. Yeah.
Wait, does his leg have shock damage?
I don't know.
Imagine.
It's a monkey wrench.
Yeah, it'd be 13, so it'd be 1 shock damage if you beat the AC of 13 plus your stab skill.
Oh, I didn't beat the AC of 13 then.
Yeah, so you just like walk up to go hit him and swing, and he doesn't move. You just miss, and it like goes right past his nose.
You just fall over. You got 1 leg.
Jim's gonna point the wrench back at him again. Now sign this proper.
It is signed. It's good to go. I didn't need to
Bullshit.
sign it in the first place.
It was out of love.
Bullshit. Sign it.
On the printed receipt, does it have the actual signature on it?
There is no place for a signature.
Yeah, it's just a.
This guy's trying to scam us.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and sign in a blank space. You know, somewhere where there's not writing, go ahead and sign.
And
He
Jim's gonna
takes it
point
again, and he signs it in a blank space.
Jim's got the black light like hovering over it, watching him write it.
Yeah, it's some kind of scrawl signature.
With Esquire at the end of it.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You done rubbed me the wrong way. Trying to sell my goddamn home.
This has escalated so quickly.
You think? You think?
Jim, just let him go. Let him go. We have to get our other 5 ships now.
What if he tells people that we kind of, acquired the station?
I have no idea what you mean. We legitimately purchased it. Some of the other people bidding here just exploded. It's not a very safe station. If they were in vac suits, they wouldn't have had the explosive decompression.
I don't know what half that meant.
Ada's got it all figured out.
What's your name, Mr. Ripped Up Shirt Man?
Wootini!
No, it's in a disguise.
Surprise, motherfucker!
3 Jawas come out of a trench coat.
When you left this station, you were the master. Now we have become it. And they pull out lightsabers. No.
Baxter.
Well, Mr. Baxter, I have half a hankering not to let you leave.
Now, be nice.
Yeah. Who does this Baxter know anyway?
Well, apparently enough people to talk to Sindoom about acquiring a station.
Sindoom's in a bit of turmoil at the moment.
Yeah. But what about when they're not in turmoil?
We legally have the deed to this station now. We don't have to worry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this legally acquired business.
Yeah,
What do you mean? We purchased it fair
thinking-
and square.
There's 3 of us and 1 of him, and we take away anything he can use to communicate, and we just lock him in a room.
Why? That's kidnapping. It's not necessary.
Because we don't need the law coming down on us for, acquiring the station.
We legally purchased it, though. There's nothing the law can do.
Well,
Are you fine with all this, Baxter? What's going on? What's going on here, Baxter?
Fine with what?
I don't
With
have
us.
a clue.
You fine? Like, are you just gonna go away and be all good about all this, or is someone gonna end up showing up here with, well, a ship bigger than we can handle?
Why would they do that? They legally sold it in a binding contract. If they did that, it would be attacking a legal, rightfully owned property. And we can contact Sindoom and they'll send help to us then.
I don't know how well that will work.
Well, we do have a cell phone, so it should work well. This has just escalated out of nowhere so high. Why?
They try to take our property.
Yeah, and then we legally purchased it, so we're good now.
I don't
In a
know.
not so legal way.
What do you mean? It was a perfectly legal way.
Ooh, okay.
People popping like grapes isn't necessarily legal.
There was nothing we did involving that. They just exploded. I don't know why. Space is weird. Maybe it was the same psychics who were attacking Sindoom.
Well,
Let's just escort Baxter back to his ship, and we'll push this one out, this extra one out, which he can deal with.
And then we'll go ahead and we'll deal with the cleanup. We have to do some mopping.
Yeah, we got some work to do.
Yeah.
well, Baxter, I'd say you take one of them free merchants. That's a
Well,
$3
he does
million
have his own ship.
Well, yeah, I know that. But I say you take one of them free merchants with you. That's a $3 million ship. Look at it as you sold the station for $3 million.
That's a $500,000 ship.
Oh, well, $500,000 ship.
Still more than what we paid for.
Yeah.
Is that good with you?
I guess so.
All right, well, it's going to have to be. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put a bullet in your head.
This
All
could
right.
have all been so peaceful and good terms and everything, but no.
All right, well, you mosey along now.
Okay. And you notice he does not have a vac suit. He just steps out into space with his cut off jean jacket and his jeans and his boots and his spikes.
Another robot.
Just made a deal with the devil, probably. Some sort of space devil.
And he just kind of some kind of magnetism, he walks over to where that free merchant ship is and climbs in.
Okay, come on, you guys. Let's go take care of the rest.
Why do fucking like android looking fucking ass robots have to be fucking with us so goddamn much? First one tries to sell us for a bounty. Now one tries to sell our home.
Well, you have to remember, Jim, you have Jawas here. And Jawas take apart machines, so they're the natural enemy of machines. So like a magnet, the opposites attract each other. As long as you have Jawas, you have androids.
Well, that's some funky shit.
Well, let's take care of the rest of these ships and get out of here.
I wonder where Ada went to school. How'd she know all that?
So the ship, the free merchant hasn't, that ship he got in doesn't leave just yet. Still docked there.
That's okay. We got to deal with the other ones anyway.
So I guess we get our professional door opener, Obi, to open up some doors while we blast our way through.
Obi, maintain monitoring on comms as well, internal and external.
So there are 3 ships here. So what are you going to do with these 3?
Well, I thought there were 6.
Well, some people left.
Yeah, they left.
Yeah,
Okay.
half the people left.
So we're going to breach and clear.
It's free real estate. I mean, we got no choice now. We killed the owners. Well, Ada doesn't know we killed the owners, nor does Jim. Betty's the only one who does.
Well, I
Turn
mean,
into
we
mush.
were told to make a distraction, and then people blew up.
Yeah, but we don't
I think
actually
can put
know
2 and
that
2
was...
together.
In our defense, we don't actually know that, though.
Given Jim's past experience with Betty and explosives, he can make an educated guess.
Yeah.
But not
think
a
so.
legally acceptable guess. That's hearsay at this point. Yeah, I guess we're just going to go through the ships. One at a time.
And then, yeah, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Housekeeping.
So the first ship has nobody in it.
Ah,
Oh, what's it have in it?
It's basically looks like, so it basically looks like their home, like they lived in here.
Okay.
So it
Just
has all
with
their
that
personal
smell.
effects. Yeah, it has all personal effects.
Okay, next ship then. Housekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here to go ahead and clean up your ship before you leave.
Oh, didn't know that was part of the auction.
We're
Yes.
full service here.
It's courtesy.
Okay, yeah, come on in.
Thank you. Do you have anyone else on the ship? We might need you to step off for a moment.
No, I'm here piloting. Is it over yet? I mean, what's taking so long?
Oh, it's over.
Oh, okay.
For you.
choo, choo, choo.
Yeah, when the door opens, he's getting a
You
revolver in the
fucking
nose.
blast his ass.
Yeah, he's wasted.
You gonna shoot him or not?
Oh, he's getting
Yeah,
shot.
we're gonna shoot him.
All
Okay.
3 of us at the
When
exact
door
same
open-
time.
Yeah, when the door
Okay,
opens.
you don't need to roll. Yeah, you
No, I want to try and get another nat 20 to keep upgrading this thing.
you can only get 3. That's it.
Shit. Yeah, he's vaporized. And let's just go to the other ship then. And
Yeah, he
make
just
sure that
drifts
anyone-
off into space as you blast the shit out of him.
We'll be fine. Okay, next one. Housekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here to go ahead and clean your ship. Part of the full service.
Give me a talk roll.
Okay. Let Ada do what she's good at. Yeah, that's 12.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anyone else on the ship? We might need you to step off for a moment while we clean here with vacuums and things.
It's a tad bit noisy.
No, just me and a couple droids. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Just open up and we'll come right in and take care of this.
Okay, you can hear the door unlock.
Jim's just gonna like lean over to Betty and make a like,
And I like reach
and
down
like
into
he's
my
gonna turn
bra.
he's gonna
Flashbang.
turn the he's gonna turn the black light
Yeah.
on and off a couple times.
Yeah.
Make
I
sure
get
my
it.
bayonet's on there.
Yeah, I pull a flashbang out.
Okay, and just drop it down in there.
Yeah, and just throw
Yep.
it in. Yep.
Boom! It goes off. You hear a ruckus.
Whee!
Yeah,
Ada goes jumping in
immediately
first.
breach and clearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are two like droids that look kind of disoriented.
What about the fleshy thing?
Yeah, they're down too.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the fleshy thing first.
Okay. You shoot.
Yep. That's a 14.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And that is a very nice 14 damage.
Yeah, you shoot him right in the chest. You hear the vac suit like decompress, and he just into shock. He's dead.
Okay, I'm not using the AP rounds on these people. No need to penetrate the ship's hull. We just got it.
Yeah,
And then-
Jim's gonna shotgun stuff a droid.
I think you mean void rifle the droid, so we don't
Yeah.
reach the hull.
Well, no, that's why he's stuffing it. Like he's going so the hole spreads on the droid.
Boom. Yeah, like you blow a big hole and it falls back,
Executing droids.
Pretty much.
shuts down. Oil goes everywhere.
Oh god.
Yeah, Betty would see that and be like, "Oh, I don't know about that." So I'd like go up to the wires and stuff and start just pulling at him,
Oh no!
trying turning the thing off.
Don't activate and
Yeah,
self-destruct.
So, yeah, the other droid shuts down. So you basically loot this place.
We're gonna
Yep.
park the ships inside our hangar. We got 3 new ships.
We also might have to pull out like anything which would be a descriptor or something for them. So maybe we have to scrap them into disrepair kind of thing.
Well, I think the main thing is just pull them into the hangar now and then go through them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the other guy still moved off yet or no? Jim's gonna fire a warning shot over top of his ship.
Well,
Just like
why?
Oh,
over
you
it, you
stepping
know.
out of the hatch and like firing at him.
Yeah, just a warning shot over the ship.
Okay.
We know he can survive in space and float around, and he's literally space Satan. Why are we doing this?
You have noticed that the ship is fired up. It's going. Like
just warming up.
it's charging. The engines are going. Like it's powered up.
It's probably got the aircon on.
Yeah, Jim will crawl back down into one of the ships and get on the communicator. You better get the fuck going, guy.
I'm gonna get onto one of the ships and drive one of the other ones into the hangar bay.
Okay. You hear the combat. How? Yeah, I'll be there. Give me just a second.
Obi, anything coming over comms?
What's Obi checking?
Obi's been monitoring communications the entire time. Like I told him to, unless he's been lazy.
Sleeping again.
Am I going to have to discipline you, Obi? You've been a bad robot.
Give me a program roll for him.
Okay,
it's
so
like-
that's 4d6s plus 2, I think. Yeah, that's 14.
So he picks up a communication from this guy to somebody else to come pick him up.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. He's just getting picked up.
Oh, he
It's all
does have
good.
2 ships to move. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you know how it is. I'm just going to keep moving ships into the hangar as fast as I can.
So you've picked up one ship. You start to move it in the hangar. What are you two guys doing?
Jim would be moving another ship in as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be in one of the ships waiting to be taken to the hangar kind of thing, and then help dismantle whatever.
So Jim, as you're just like moving the ship out of the way, the other ship is still powered up. You see him climb out of the ship, close the hatch. Some kind of like speeder bike shows up with another dude driving it with his cut off shirt. And you can tell that he's got like a metal face and he's got like metal arms. And the guy just kind of gets out and he climbs in on the back and he reaches into his pocket and drops something down the hatch. He's like, "This one's for you." And the bike just takes off. And we can stop right there as we will find out what happens next time.
It just became so violent somehow.
It just...
I mean, Jim was going to try and talk him down, and then people blew up, and there was kind of a point of no return.
No one knew what they wanted to do, so I was like, I know what to do.
We were trying to dissuade people from bidding on it because it was a death trap, and then Betty starts walking around blowing people up.
Betty lives that thug life, you know.
Apparently so.
Apparently. Well, we got 3 new ships.
Presumably,
Yeah.
Depending what happens.
Yeah, we might lose one.
Well, that would be the 4th.
Well, no, the one blowing up might take out another one.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. That depends, because, I mean, I took the one that was closest to it, and then you took the one that was in the middle, so the other one should be on the far side of it.
I'm not sure how they were arranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably one of our darker moments.
Just when you got your names cleared.
Right.
Oh, our names are cleared from that thing. Our names are not cleared from destroying the 2 Merc ships in the UPM patrol boat, though.
I mean, you weren't identified.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the news did say it was just that the only identification they had was the Jive Turkey.
The thing I'm worried about is the security set cameras in that building that might have seen us. That would recognize Jim and Betty.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they got that cleared.
Elite hacksaw skills. And now we have a bunch of angry drones on Sindoom, killing everyone.
Yeah.
True.
Although, if it quiets down a little bit, a good place to get rid of these ships would be that scrapyard.
Yeah, that could work if they're willing to pay us in something, because they don't use money.
Well, I mean, they do have money. It's just they don't prefer to use money.
Yeah, so, Peter, I guess you're going to send us a list of what's on these ships.
Yeah, I would have to...
Take 3 free merchant vessels.
Figure out
along with a bulk freighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to go into retirement soon. It's good.
I know.
Now, in our defense, you have done this to yourself. You knew the type of people who were here. You knew it.
I'm curious who this guy is. He was very mysterious.
And Betty's aroused.
I have a feeling we've pissed off some kind of like robot motorcycle gang.
They're metal militia.
Yeah.
He did say deviant real estate.
Yeah. You really think they don't have a DeviantArt account?
And there is a gang called the Deviants.
We're cool
Oh.
with them.
Here we go. We just got to incite a gang war between the I just forgot his name again.
I don't know.
Our animal friend on
The
Sindoom.
Master of Fangs.
Yeah, the Master of Fangs, and those guys. We just gotta incite a gang war. Tell them there's prime turf available.
But why? The Master of Fangs likes us.
I know. That's why we're giving him a hint. Like, we're giving him a helpful hint. Like, hey, there's another gang over here with some prime turf.
Why do we want to incite a gang war, though? He wants freedom for his people. He's not a gang member.
It seemed very gangy over there.
That's just because we were in Compton.
They're like a weird mafia. Yeah.
Not everyone in Compton is part of a gang. Okay, so most people in Compton are part of a gang. But we had friends, and we don't have to incite a gang war. I don't think he's really interested.
We're not doing it to negatively affect them. We're just trying to give them the opportunity to, have more turf.
I don't think they want turf, though. They seem pretty adamant. They just want to make their lives better.
Well, we'll see how bad this place gets, and then I do have a contact with the Yellow Lens, and maybe they could help us out, beat up a gang.
Well, why do we want to beat up a gang?
Because we started a fight with them.
They're gonna come back.
No,
Yeah, they're gonna come back for sure.
Think about this for a second here.
Mm-hmm.
You had a group that might have gotten maybe 10 or 11,000 credits for this station. Okay, it wasn't going for shit. And we gave them a 500,000 credit ship that they get to do whatever they like with. We made them a fuck ton of money.
Maybe they want all the ships.
We can sell. We can kill them. I mean, it's one or the other here.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have a gang war happening.
Then we'll put some 88s on the station, like a lot of them.
That is something we do need to do, is get the station defenses online.
Yeah, get some Death Star shit going on.
No, we don't need the Death Star.
Yeah, we do.
We do need some station defenses online, though, and we probably need to garrison the station.
What does this count as? Peter, is this a large or a small station, according to the book?
Boy. I don't know. What page is that?
That is page number 95. Under the hull types. I think this would have to be a large station because we're parking cruiser, frigate-sized ships in it.
And there's like 6 cruisers. Yeah.
Or 6 frigates, and a large station is counted as a capital ship, and the others counted as a cruiser, and cruisers can't accept frigates inside of them.
I just had an idea.
Was it a good one, or was it just a?
It could be a good one.
Sneak some more explosives on them.
No, we can. I just forgot his name again.
Master of Fangs?
Yeah, the Master of Fangs.
Yeah.
We contact him, tell him we got a station for him to operate out of, and let them garrison it.
Assuming they want it.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't want to put people on a station in a convenient place?
Someone who isn't actually doing business in that convenient place and doesn't need any operations after that convenient place.
Expansion, man. Expansion.
I don't know if he's concerned about expansion by what he sounded like.
I don't know. It might be a thing to look into, talking to him, seeing if he's interested in occupying a station.
Maybe, but I think he's fighting a war on Sindoom right now.
This is true.
He's a bit preoccupied.
Who had hustle points left?
I have hustle points.
All right, how do you want to use them?
How do I want to use them? Cocaine and ice cream.
I'd probably be putting trying to get the system defenses or the station defenses back online.
Yeah. I'm going to find out how to use a cell phone. And I'm going to go ahead and start making calls and see what I can learn about that one place they told us where there might be some ammunition stashes and such.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to find out what it's supposed, if it's occupied still, if it's guarded,
I'll get
all
some
that
intel.
stuff.
Yeah, dope.
It seems like a large station. It might be too much, but a small station seems not enough. So it may be I'll have to come up with something like in the middle.
Yeah, just half everything of a large station, or, somewhere in between. Instead of 50 power, you have 75 power. Instead of 40 mass, you have 55 mass. 10 hard points, now you have 20. And it has, instead of 11 AC or 17, it has 14, because that's a good number in the middle. And it takes 50 crew or 500 max. 120 HP, the same as the other, and
so I guess technically it's got hit points.
10 armor. Yep.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have some fucking station combat next session.
Well, we have 20 hard points, so that's 20 88mm flak guns.
Whoa.
And I think there's a way for us to make it so you can fire all of them at once, too. I'll have to look in on that. Well, on a brighter note, at least Ada has some other clothes than a combat uniform.
Does the station even have weapon systems that work?
This one, I don't believe so. I
Yeah,
think
I don't
that's
think-
something that would have to be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Jim's using his hustle point.
Yeah,
on.
that's why I was going to try and get some of the station defenses back online, just so there's something.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the station would normally have. I think that would be up to you, Peter, because we haven't really modified it unless Jim did at some point.
Okay.
I
Does
wouldn't
anybody
know,
have an
'cause I was
idea what
here.
this station looks like?
I can design something and send it over if you like.
I was picturing kind of like cone shaped, only like flat on the very top, and like the skirt of the cone actually retracts and detracts, hence the iron skirt. So like if the station's being assaulted, the skirt comes down.
You taking this in, Josh?
I think he's got this backwards. If the station's being assaulted, the skirt's supposed to go up.
No, like the guns would be like around the outside on the top, and like it's open when you want people to come in and do business.
And then it closes so it's like one of those Chinese hats, and then it just closes when it needs to.
Yeah, so like if you have a picture, just a whole bunch of panels that are metal on the outside that slide down at an angle.
Okay, when the panels are extended, you can do it. Works almost like a small dry dock for massive ship repairs and stuff.
Yeah, so like when the panels come up, basically people come and go as they please, and then when the shit goes down, the panels drop down and close everything off. They're like blast doors almost.
Okay.
That's kind of what I had pictured when we started talking about the iron skirt, and like
So-
way forever ago.
So the sombrero that closes.
Kind of. Here, I gotta draw a quick.
So what you're saying is it looks like an upside down bellflower.
I was picturing something kind of like this.
Da 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 da.
So how many classes you got to take, Brendan?
3. I'm gonna do a slow session this year, or this semester at least, and
Okay.
then I'll pick it up next semester. I just wanted to make sure I was all settled in for 6 months, and then fucking go full ham on it again. Plus, it's a whole new uni, so I have no idea where anything is. So
Kind of like that is what I was kind of picturing. So
A
these
lampshade?
It's a major
Kind of.
award.
kind of like a lampshade, yeah. So like these panels would all slide up and open when
Okay.
ships are coming in, and then if shit starts getting fucked up, they come down.
Was this ship called the Participation Trophy?
Okay, so where would the entrance be to the station?
It would be
it'd be in there.
Right
yeah.
in
So
there.
like if you
In
were
the
flying a
lampshade.
ship to the station, these panels right here would come up, and you'd be able to go in and out. And then like if you were, say you just like the panels were down, and you went to fly up and get inside, there's probably like little access hatches and stuff.
like maintenance type hatches or, smaller entryways.
So
but like a main entry for a ship is the skirt.
Okay, so the skirt is up right now.
Yeah, the
Would
skirt
be,
is
yeah.
up.
And
We're
the
seeing
ships,
everything.
and the ships would be docked all along the side.
Yeah,
inside
just
the
all
skirts,
along the
yeah.
inside edge. Yeah, pretty much just
Okay.
like just inside the door.
Okay.
Is how I was picturing. And then there's like catwalks and stuff that go to the actual parts.
So
of the
so
station.
something would have to rotate to give it the centrifugal force.
Yeah, the whole thing
I would
spins.
imagine the whole skirt rotates on the axis of the little nubule down here.
Okay.
And the long phallic-looking thing is a beam to destroy the planet if they need to.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I would imagine
like
like all
the
the
sideways. Yeah.
I would imagine like all the sensory equipment and whatnot for a station. Communications, sensory stuff would be on this part of everything.
In other words, to blind us and make our guns wholly ineffective, shoot the bottom where it's unprotected.
But yeah, that was the whole theory behind the original like picture I had in my mind when we were talking about the iron skirt.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, time to see what's under the skirt.
Yeah, so like when people are when you're open to do business, people are allowed to come underneath the skirt. When you want to shut everybody out, the skirt gets closed.
When the skirt is down like this, there's a green lights on. When it's raised, there's a bunch of red lights on. So everyone knows they can come in.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the theory. But if there's any guns on the station and defense type systems, Jim would be trying to get those back online with his.
All right.
With his
So I just watched the episode where Josh got killed.
Yeah.
Yep. And
you laughed.
I was like, yes. And then your ghost was there for the whole episode.
Yes. Ooh, I am a ghost. Fear me.
Old Sherry.
But the other crew, they're UPM deputies, so they might show up eventually.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Even though they're deputies, not deputies, kind of deal. But
we really couldn't be fucked.
It's like outlaws versus
outlaws,
privateers.
Yeah.
Because like privateers back in the day were technically deputies, almost.
Technically,
but not really.
Let me see here.
There was a lot of notes on that session.
I don't know what you possibly mean. There aren't any notes on that session at all. Nothing happened there. Yeah. Like cringeworthy voice acting the entire time. Now, the station would probably have 2 or 3 singularity guns on it, and then a lot of lighter defensive weapons, most likely flak emitter batteries, maybe torpedo launchers. I'm not sure how many would still be online, though.
Yeah. I would imagine with the hustle point, I'd be able to get a few things online, but probably not the whole defenses.
Yeah. Just get some singularity guns online, we'll be fine. With their 5d20 damage, 25 AP.
Jesus Christ.
Totally not tech level 5, why do you ask? No, we wouldn't have those. We'd have mass cannons or vortex tunnel inducers.
Yeah, probably just get a few things online just in case a gang shows up.
How did this episode go so horribly wrong?
It's fine.
I mean,
I
nobody died.
I just thought, hey, it would be funny if they came back and their place was being auctioned off. Oh
Yeah.
Let's murder everybody.
Just
The original plan was to not murder everybody, and then Betty's
It
like,
was
I got an
working.
idea. And I was like, all right, maybe she's going to try and scare off a few more people. And then people started popping.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, so she's putting the charges in their pockets. Oh, I see. You're going to wait till they get in their ships, and they're going to fly away, and then she...
No.
when Betty said she wanted to do something, I thought she was going to, intimidate a couple of the others to leave with a rocket launcher or something. I didn't expect murder.
Betty gets shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah, legal shit done.
Yeah, that was one of our darker moments, going to execute the crew of the other ships.
Well, that was
Hey,
necessary.
we've killed civilians before, just saying.
Yeah,
Those
but
were accidental kills.
Yes. Lobbing
The
grenades into mobs of people, accidental.
They were unfortunate bystanders. This was straight up murder.
I mean, after Betty blew the people up, we kind of had to eliminate the witnesses.
Yeah,
We
that's
didn't
why
have a choice.
I really didn't want to let that guy go.
I know, but there was nothing we could do, and as long as we have the legal deed, they can't do it again.
Yeah, not so legal deed by the sounds of it.
It's
Bloody
perfectly legal.
bikie gang guy.
But they had the approval of Sindoom.
So he says.
Yeah.
Well, you got the receipt and all the paperwork and
Yeah,
documentation.
he spelled Sindoom wrong.
Since when did the Sindoom have 5 eyes in it?
Yeah.
Started with a C.
Yeah, C and a Y. Yeah.
Sindoom.
Yeah, Sindoom.
Jim can't read well enough to know the difference. He sounds everything
yeah.
out.
Our B team's pretty cool. We shipped them up.
Right.
That was sick.
Yeah, we can now go ahead and do another session, Peter, with the B team.
Oh, God.
I can play Big Montana.
Yeah.
You are Big Montana.
I'll be Claire Kaboom.
Yeah. I'll be the other guy.
Wally.
Wally.
Yeah.
Wally.
Oh, am I a little
there's
robot
the-
that has a cockroach for a pet?
There's also
Wally.
the two other guys.
Bert and Ernie are there.
Bert
It's
and
Yeah,
the-
Bert and Ernie.
yeah.
We don't count them as people.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid. Unlike
Right, I like-
everyone else.
I like that we have a
But-
backup plan though if we all die. Oh, that's funny.
Well, now we have a lot of work to do to get these ships up and running again, or salvage what we can. We have to set up defenses for the station. We have to get the new vehicle built. And
Yeah.
then we have to go and raid a massive ammunition storage depot, weapon and storage depot, with hopefully power armor and all kinds of good shit.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Which is going to
Um,
depend if it's occupied or not, or if they're transporting it, then we have to attack a ship instead for some piracy, or there might be hordes of robots, or there might be Sindoom drones that have gone insane. So many options.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going out in the world now. We have UPM and Sindoom and was it the ASIO or whatever it was?
Essentially, we've made Sindoom suffer a civil war, and we've created a war against UPM.
The ICAA, all those guys, yeah.
Yeah, they're just trying to be the mediators and keep the peace, but that doesn't seem to be working.
Now,
And those
one
that
thing to
hacking
note,
bots.
What, didn't I say Lucemy? Is that where the thing was?
you said it was in the, not the perversion system.
Lucerne?
Wasn't it Clotter or something? Cluster?
It was
No.
in Luceme in the drift system.
Yeah.
Right, Luceme, yeah. So it's not far.
No, it's right next door.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
the other end of the world.
No, it's a quick. What world? If it's the
Okay,
other end of
no,
the world, that's
yeah.
even closer.
I thought it was the Clutter and Charles and all them.
No. This
Oh no,
is-
that's where the what's the name came from? The
Big Montana.
Yeah, and also the not counselor, fucking the politician or whatever. I'm pretty sure he came from that area as well.
The ambassador.
ambassador
Yeah, the ambassador. That's it. Yeah.
from Thurin or Thunin or Theranos.
Thurian. The drove
Thurian.
system.
No one goes to that system. Ever. That's not a real system, Peter. You're just making that up.
Just
You look
like
on
I
the
made
map.
up everything else.
That doesn't,
Right.
system doesn't exist if you look up. You said the rogue system? Wait,
Yeah.
where is this system?
Drove with a D.
Drove.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a D,
It's
so not
right
far from
below
us.
herd system.
Yeah. And we killed Thurian, the Tech Level 2 planet. Psionics are gifts, so they love psionics. Ancient Psi-Tech, valuable psionic research records. Mission for psychic training. Oh god. And we killed this guy. Oh, they're gonna love us. Now we're gonna be fighting psychics.
So it seems like there are several hornets' nests that have been kicked the shit out of.
The other group is so peaceful by comparison. And I mean, we're minigunning people and stuff, but we haven't done anything near the international incidents we have.
I know. We have just like taken the galaxy and shook it like a snow globe.
We have gotten a very rabid ferret and stuck a glass vial of nitroglycerin up its ass in the planet's nuclear defense silo. Then we put another very rabid, slightly larger ferret in there with it.
Maybe this is why Peter put this crew together, because he knew that this shit would happen.
None of this had to happen. None of it.
I mean, it seems like when our group is put in situations where we have to make a hard choice, we always make the same choice.
Explosives.
Because like we could have like surrendered to the casino guy and not become terrorists then.
Nope.
And maybe tried to escape some other way, but we opted for terrorism.
Or just picked another job.
Yeah, or just picked another job. We keep seeming to find these like politically charged jobs.
You keep going for the challenge level 5 jobs. What do you think's gonna happen?
They pay good.
None of them pay good. We could just steal a ship with piracy and sell that and make more than all these jobs combined so far.
Well, that's why we got 5 ships or whatever.
3, yeah.
3 ships, yeah.
That's 1.5 mil.
Damn.
Minus whatever they have in them, which might be worth something too if they have armories and stuff like that, which Peter has to design. I swear, Peter never does anything at all. Never does any work, just sits there all day in his chair like, yep, this is me.
Mm-hmm. They'll do
Doing
something.
that damn thing. Yep. Oh, God.
Well, I mean, these people did not seem very heavily armed.
They weren't.
These-
they were
these
coming
people
for
were
an
just people.
auction.
They seemed
Yeah.
extremely unarmed.
Yeah.
They were in suits and ties. And we murdered them.
Yeah, they really wanted this place, though. Just had to make sure that they didn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we chased
I've-
3 of them away pretty easy, and the others would have
Don't
followed
even-
suit.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
trying
even
to
know
shake
how
them
much
off
money
with a
we had
stick.
collectively anyway. Like,
We're
Collectively?
under
probably have,
10,000.
yeah, under
I'm-
10K, yeah.
I'm down to $2,000.
That's still more than Ada has.
No, I'm down to 1,900 now because I paid 1,000 for the station.
Yeah. And then we have whatever Betty has.
Whatever Obi's got left.
Yeah, I have about
Oh,
2.5.
it's very good. So what we need to do, like I said, is next mission. First of all, if we're not attacked next session, our next job is to go for the ammunition cache and get
Okay.
that, because that's going to be worth a lot to us.
Yeah.
And
If
after
we don't
that,
have to fight off space bikers.
yeah, if we don't have to fight off space bikers. After that, we come back to the station and we contact Big Montana and see what we can do about selling these ships,
Right.
if we can.
Hopefully the
after-
space bikers, if they show up, I'll show up on bikes. Bikes are much easier to blow up than ships.
That's
You
true.
think that, but they have incredibly high AC, very dodgy bikes. Then
Yeah.
after we go ahead and we deal with that, we make a choice on what we want to do. Either we can do another mission for the curator, we could go to the Lion, or we could go down to the planet beneath the Iron Skirt and see what we can find there involving pre-tech.
Yeah.
Because pre-tech would be a huge advantage for us if we can get any.
Yeah, I think that depends on how much cash we get from those ships.
Those
Well,
ships,
If we get like
Another
we get a
avenue
good
we need to
chunk.
look at
Mhm.
is we need some human resources, like, because right now, when we leave our station,
it's
there is
defenseless.
there's absolutely nothing stopping people from just walking in and
Pirates
saying
coming
it's
back.
theirs.
Joel, we're training.
We need to look into some human resources. Maybe we
Like a
take
mercenary group or something.
maybe we take 2 of those ships and hire, Big Montana style, hire them on time to, go and work and do their own thing and pay us, a monthly fee. And then maybe we get some people to come and run the station as like an actual station.
Well, the way to
hub, and we just take a percentage of the profit.
what we need to do is probably sell a couple of ships and try and get 1 million credits or so, and then we hire some members of the Sisters of Karma to go ahead and defend our station. They're the most heavily armed mercenary group out here, and if they're in Sindoom territory and everything, it'll be a lot safer for our station if we have the best. There's no reason for us to settle for second stringers if we got the money.
Yeah.
Damn.
That would be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, it would go ahead and get the Sisters of Karma on our side for in case we ever have to deal in that sector. And since we are
could
stirring up the
also-
hornet's nest here,
We could also approach the Sisters of Karma in the same way as we did with the Big Montana deal. They're partial owners in the station, and in turn they get a base. And,
Yeah.
we just come there and, we just live there, but they have
Tinker.
a base that they operate out of.
I think it has to remain in our name because they have a dubious peace at the moment with Sindoom. But if we give them a
Yeah.
secret operating base here, it would be a
Yeah.
huge advantage for them in case any conflict does break out.
Yeah, that way they got a fallback point or a resupply point or whatever.
Yeah.
We get some people to like actually be on the station and not have it be vacant.
And as long as we go ahead and continue our raiding efforts against Sindoom and the UPM, it's going to continue weakening their positions or strengthening the Sisters of Karma's position here as well, which would also put us in even better their good graces.
True.
There also
We do have lots
is a
of ally
backup
guys.
plan. Yeah, Yellow Lens. I'm buddies with them.
Mhm.
But I don't know what they're all about at the moment.
By the way, Ada has no idea who the fuck the Sisters of Karma are. She's never heard of them. This is Josh speaking.
So
It's a telemarketer.
Looking-
answer.
looking at it objectively, all right, it seems as though our overarching goal has shifted a bit. We're now looking at replacing Sindoom with the Iron Sisters. Was that what they were called?
Sisters of Karma.
Sisters
Iron
of Karma.
Sisters, I like them.
I like that. The Iron Sisters. We could
Yeah.
approach them and be like, "Hey, we got a better name for you guys and a station."
If we
And
all
a
die, we're making a new group called the Iron Sisters, and we're all going to play Remote.
You're
A
gonna
bunch
go
of
find
grandmothers.
a disgruntled roller derby gang called
Hell
Iron
yeah.
Sisters.
Iron Sisters. Yeah.
They roll around on magnetic roller skates in the
in the void, and that's how they fight.
yeah.
Dope.
Actually, that could be like their branch for the Iron Skirt. The branch of those people could be the Iron Sisters, like their company.
Mhm.
There you go.
There you go. And you can
And
be
Big
that branch
Montana
manager.
would have a lead on Sisters of Karma since he is going to their quadrant where they are.
And we
Okay.
still have communication with him as much as we need. Plus,
So
we have additional ships.
Essentially, like galactically, we're looking at letting Sindoom and UPM fight to weaken each other, so the Iron Sisters can swoop in and replace Sindoom.
No,
And so possibly Betty Boom Boom's people can go and replace UPM.
incorrect. What we're doing is we're going ahead and weakening both Sindoom and UPM and building up stockpiles of equipment. Then that equipment's going back to Ada's father,
Well, yeah, we're doing that part too.
and then Ada can go ahead and start taking over everything that they're losing with her new army from her home planet. She is a warlord after all.
God damn the
Uh-oh.
political mind games we have to play now.
Oh, the Sisters of Karma will support her completely if we make them allies right now, which is the plan. We get
Yeah,
the
I-
Sisters
I-
of Karma on Ada's side when Ada starts taking over here.
I
They'll
definitely
be
think that
solid
should
trade
be our
partners.
first step if we're not being immediately attacked by space bikers, is to approach the Sisters of Karma as soon as possible.
Well, we have to sell the ship first so we have money. They're not cheap.
Cash.
Well, we could just use the ships as payment. I mean,
I don't think they care. You have to remember, Sindoom is the mega power in this sector. The mercenary group, the Sisters of Karma, rival it and hypothetically could defeat it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like as payment for them to come and come over the station, we'd just trade them ships for it.
They wouldn't have need for free merchants. They've got battle cruisers and many huge attack ships. This is Karma armed to the fucking teeth. They wouldn't have need for more free merchants.
Well, money-wise, though, like it's just almost as good as handing someone, million credits.
Well, then they have to sell it.
Yeah, true.
And they'll get.
I think we better sell it. Yeah.
It's better to have cash on hand to hand them. Plus, depending on what we don't have to give them money-wise, means we have more cash for doing our additional deals that we need, like fixing up the station with more 88s.
Yeah, I think we should contact the sisters even before we sell the ships to propose, a base for them, and then see where it goes from there. If we need to pay them after that, we can go and sell the ships and then pay them. If we don't have to, then we can just sell the ships later.
Why not just go ahead and contact Big Montana and try to sell the ships immediately?
Yeah, that too.
We do that, we're good. And in addition, we have 3 new ships as well.
Well, 2 possibly. Jim's ship is still awful close to that. The one that Jim's in is still awful close to the one that's about to go pop, I'm guessing.
It might go pop, or he might have just gone ahead and sent a flashbang in. We don't know. He could be friendly, the biker.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
He could be friendly.
He could be friendly, like an alien. Look, it's a face hugger. It's friendly. No, but we have at least 2 ships that are new. We could sell one. Depending on what's on it, we're going to make more money from that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing I'm thinking. We go ahead. We see what happens first. Then we contact Big Montana, and we sell him, or we sell through him, however many ships we have remaining that survive. After that, we should go ahead and do the weapon resource raid, because that's going to be a huge boost to us, including possibility of power armor, which would be astronomical, especially since broken. It would be it wouldn't be broken, but it would be a huge boost for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's designed in the game, so it's not broken, in quotation marks.
It's not even
end game shit.
Yeah.
The way it is in game is it's the equivalent of getting plate armor.
Yeah.
That's end game shit.
Well, plate armor you can get at level 5 in 5th edition pretty easily.
Yeah, if you got like 500 gold.
1,500, which most people do.
Really? I thought that was a lot.
No, AL 1,500 is like level 3 if you pour some money together.
What the fuck?
You should see the loot tables in the back of the DM's guide. You get a lot of money and shit if you.
Or if you just kill someone that's wearing plate armor.
That's true.
That too, but then it's dirty and you have to get resized. But power armor is only an 18 AC, while combat field uniforms are 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a +2. On the other hand, power armor is also immune to anything that isn't tech level 4 or higher.
There it is. That's the good part, yeah.
But I mean, more importantly, it's just any laser weapon can be fired forever with power armor on, which doesn't do anything for any of us, I think. But you can also use it as a vac suit. You get low light and infrared vision, so we own the night. Built-in energy feed interface, which I have no fucking idea what that is.
Energy feed interface. That sounds like you power something with your armor.
Yeah, laser weapons.
Like a battery. Yeah.
Vac suit, as long as it cannot be torn by edge weapons, and so long as the device remains connected to the suit, it is treated as having unlimited ammunition or operating time.
Yeah.
So that's what we can get from the raid if we're lucky. On the other hand, if we're unlucky, we just get a fuck ton of weapons and combat uniforms, which I can send back to my people.
Yeah.
Which would be huge.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I think we really got to cover our asses with this station.
Yeah. But again, we have to have the money to do it.
Yeah.
So first things first, deal with the biker gang or whatever's going to happen and sell the ships.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Sister of Karma on immediately and see if they'll come join us.
Yeah.
And then we raid the facility and get whatever we can from there. After that, we go to the planet beneath us, and we look for pre-war tech, pre-scream tech, and get whatever we can.
I mean, possibly if we get the Iron Sisters on board with us, they might be part of a good way to get them to want to go to the station anyways. You know, even
Being
without
all the conflicts in this area anyway.
Well, yeah, being with the conflicts, and then also the fact that they can go down and get pre-war tech.
I'm not sure how much we know about the Sisters of Karma. That would be up to Peter, but they seem to be in an incredibly powerful position, and they probably have pre-scream tech as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, they're gonna want to get. They're always gonna want to get more. You know, if they have the ability to launch from the station down to the planet and go search for more pre-tech, that'd be another reason for them to want to come to the station. Too.
Well, the big thing as well is having a secret listening post in the middle of Sindoom territory within striking range of their capital system. And we can't let anyone know we have the Sisters of Karma on here either.
Yeah.
Now, the thing we need to look at as well is when it comes to equipment we need to get anti-orbital defense systems. And I'm not sure how those are going to work. That's going to be something Peter's going to have to tell us. Because there aren't any real rules for anti-orbital stuff from planet bases. And that's largely because my people will need it to defend the planet from UPM and Sindoom.
Mm.
And one of the big things I have to do as well, my character, is I have to go ahead and be able to retake the palace on that planet. Because that planet has an old abandoned palace, and whoever takes it is going to be the leader of it.
Mm.
And I'm going to have.
Where's this?
That's in the. Let me go to where it's written. It is under the warlords thing, barbaric warlord palace under places.
Okay.
And we haven't found a palace on the system, and everyone's a nomad, so that means no one has, taken the palace yet. However, if I'm able to take the palace and my people, then that would give us legitimacy to unite the nomadic factions under my command. And from there, we can expand. We don't need schools. Fuck school. But then there's that, which, by the way, we also need to do raiding as well against UPM. And the reason we need to do raiding against UPM is we need to capture their patrol boats and other combat ships and bring them back to the Iron Skirt to be repaired and refitted. So then we can send those back to my planet, so my people have ships then to fight against the UPM and to conquer the rest of the system.
Y'all taking notes. There's a lot of shit y'all need to do.
Yeah. So essentially, we've shifted to
galactic domination.
Yeah, overthrowing the galaxy.
That's always been Ada's plan.
Oh boy.
That has always been Ada's plan. She is a warlord.
Well, I mean, as far as like, Jim's just kind of accidentally found his way into this whole political mess.
Yeah.
And now he's just trying to find a way to get out of it while saving his skin, which is looking like
galactic domination.
Which is looking like going with the next largest group, which is the Iron Sisters. Or the Iron, I keep butchering their name.
Karma.
Yeah, the Iron Sisters of Karma.
The Iron Sisters is what they call themselves here, so no one can associate the two together because no one's smart enough to do it.
Right, there we go. They're a subdivision.
No, I mean, the galactic domination thing is something which Ada's interested in, and if she can do it with the Sisters of Karma, fuck, you got me saying it too now, on her side, all the better. Because it would set up great trade routes for her people.
And stripping the whole political structure of Peter's world.
This all happened, every piece of this happened, because Betty wanted to use explosives.
What? Why is everything so complicated?
Yeah.
Bombs.
Well, I mean, that's how a lot of world conflicts have started, is just a few well-placed bombs.
They shot her around the world with that assassination. That assassination was the shot heard around the world.
For real.
Where we left that one guy running free after we left the planet. That's what started the whole mess.
Yeah, the fucking Hull. God damn it, Hull.
This is Hull's fault.
Fucking sack of bitch.
The whole world is going into disarray because of Hull.
The whole world.
The whole sector.
Yeah, all because Hull was a shady piece of shit.
So, Peter, this is what you were expecting when you first started this campaign, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have any expectations.
How did you figure this all out before we did?
How
This
did
is
you
all
know?
going according to plan.
That's why he's the DM.
-8 degrees.
Hey,
What are you doing without pants on?
It's so cold.
Ask Peter, he's the DM. Does Peter prefer DM or GM? Which do you like better, being a dungeon master or game master?
I don't know. I mean,
S&M? I'll call you whatever you want me to call you, Peter.
right now it's 98 up here.
God damn.
98 Fahrenheit. Yeah.
yeah,
It's hot.
the air conditioner must be working.
It's really working. I've got my blanket on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the type of guy who turns the air conditioner all the way up in the middle of winter and goes, God, it's cold, let me put my blanket on.
We have
That's
a
right.
wind chill advisory right now. So what our real feel temperature is, like what it feels like when you go outside, is -17.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's 42 degrees here.
Ah, damn. You lucky
Well,
son of a
actually-
bitch.
It's 45 here.
Oh, screw
10%
you guys.
chance of rain.
It snowed yesterday.
I'm sorry.
The inside of my car window frosted over when I went to leave work. Like, I went out to my car and I'm like, yay, I finally get to go home. I get in my car and I'm like, oh, my window's frozen. I get my ice scraper out. I go to the outside and I go, whoosh, and it just slides across the glass. And I went, oh, because you can't scrape the inside. The scraper's not shaped the right way.
You got a
I was
knife, don't you?
disappointed. I had to sit there for like 10 minutes while my fucking window was thawing.
Oh, God.
It's like,
Can't
I
keep
just
doing this
wanna
to
go
yourself.
home.
Oh, yeah, Ada finally gets a bedroom in the Iron Skirt. That's going to be great.
Mhm.
She's never been here before.
See, Jim, your hustle point, you want to work on the Iron Skirt's defenses.
Yeah, get at least something functional.
Yeah, and Ada, what did you want to do? Something to do with?
I'm going to do a massive intel investigation into that arms cache.
We also still have that AI.
On the floppy disk. Yep.
Yeah, we need to upload him to something small and contained. And
Without
That little
Wi-Fi.
robot- That little
And
robot
talk
we
to it.
turned off.
True.
Yeah, but the robot probably has Wi-Fi.
We could also
We need-
plug it into to Obi.
That was the original idea. Like I messaged him. I was like, "Oh, dude, we could totally combine you with the AI."
Don't.
What
But
would
no.
be his capabilities if we combined Obi's brain with an AI brain?
I don't know. But here's a thought that I just had regarding the AI is we need to get it in a small something that's isolated. Start talking to it, see what its thoughts and situation is. Then maybe upload it into the station to operate station defenses. If it's not a crazy bastard.
Hmm.
How much information do we have on the Sisters of Karma?
Mm,
We know they're
I mean-
somewhat secretive, but
yeah, I mean, pretty much what you've already talked about is what you would know.
okay. That's what everyone else would know, not what Ada would know. I know nothing. Do they like AIs and shit?
I don't know how they feel about robots.
That's yeah, it wouldn't be common knowledge.
Okay.
Big
Yeah.
Montana would probably have more information.
Right.
Would you trust a man with a hat that big?
Yes.
He's hiding something under it.
Wholeheartedly. I mean, he was willing to take a chance on some redneck who can barely read, so Jim trusts him.
I just loved as you were going, as Betty was talking about placing grenades and everyone, and you're just watching all the color from Peter's face drain slowly. Like, what is happening here? I didn't want a bunch of murder hobos.
That wasn't the original plan.
Yeah, I don't know. When we like sit around and we talk for so long about something happening, I'm like, no, this isn't what would happen. Like, it wouldn't happen in real life. So this is what Betty would do if no one was going to make that plan. Happens with a lot of Mike's games where we sit around and we talk about what we're going to do before we do it.
Yeah.
And then it takes us like a good 30, 40 minutes to figure that out. And then we get there and we do it. I was like, that's not how it works. Like, you make these things in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of spur of the moment decisions.
Making decisions in the moment is good, but we really need to pick kind of group leader who we follow a lot of times as well. Who's got plans and stuff.
Like, Jim's not necessarily like a leader. Like, he's been very democratic about everything. Like, anytime it comes to like a big decision, he's like, let's take a vote. He's not really smart enough to be a leader.
Ada
the
would, but
warlord's taken over, yeah.
She would, but she doesn't know enough about this universe yet in the galaxy. I mean, remember, coming from the Napoleonic era, she's now flying spaceships, shooting drones, and hacking shit.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a thought. Ada.exe.
Wait, what?
We combine you with the AI.
But she's made of flesh.
That can be changed.
You think so, but she likes her shoe collection too much. She isn't going to give that up too easily.
That would make her the perfect warlord.
A horrifying thing. Maybe.
So, you guys good for the 27th? What's the next game?
I should be.
When's that? Not.
That's my Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I think I should be. Yeah. I'll know by next week. Yeah, at the start of next week when my tutorials and stuff are. So I'll tell you before then.
So that won't be next Thursday. It'll be the Thursday after.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good.
I hope Josh can come back again. I missed him.
Right? We needed a lot of Obi things done.
Yeah. He should be here.
He's the voice of reason.
He was sorely missed.
Yeah, we needed him. Yeah.
He probably could have done some fucky shit with the station while we were trying to tell him about how bad it was.
I'd have had
He
him
probably
open
could
the
have
airlocks.
shut things off and
Yeah, it made doors just go
gas start shooting out of the ceiling through a vent. Just
Yeah, that'd be crazy shit. Yeah.
Open the airlocks and then go ahead and close them again.
It's
and
like he
everyone's
wouldn't
gonna
have been
go, "Fuck that."
restricted from that system. All he would have had to do was just walk up to a terminal and start giving it commands.
Yeah, he'd have full access then. But I didn't want to meta for him. Oh, I didn't use his hustle point either. Find out what he wants to do with it. Yeah.
All right. I probably need to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta buzz off soon. The guy's literally coming right now. So
Okay. All right.
yeah, good timing. See ya.